What's up, y'all? Happy Thursday. This is as of recording it live. If you're watching this on the replay, amazing. Welcome aboard as well. So, guys, what we're going to be digging into today is a topic that has been coming up a lot the last number of months. Okay, we've been talking about SEO for over a decade here at Carrot, and we've been really focused on how do we make sure that you're always doing the things that Google's always going to love, right? That's the big thing, is how do we make sure that we're always doing the things that Google's always going to love? Because over the years, when new strategies or new techniques or new kind of on the edge things come up that make a website rank high, one of our first reactions is this going to be something that will last? And so what we're going to be talking about today is what is happening right now with search. Through the AI changes with Google's AI mode and with ChatGPT and now Perplexity, and just so many things going on right now in search that are exciting. But also, I'm hearing a lot of angst from people who have their businesses running off of SEO right now. And so we're going to talk about what things look like. We're going to take questions. I'm going to give you specific actionable things to go do, some real things to go do on your sites and in your markets today. And then we're going to have more content and more deep dives coming in the coming weeks, coming months on this topic, because this is a biggie. We're not going to cover it all today, but we're going to be able to cover a lot, which is going to be really cool, guys. So as you guys are popping in, pop in the comments box where you guys are calling in from. I always love seeing where people are coming in from. So what's your market? Are you an investor, an agent, or your home service business? And then what are you here for? What are you hoping to get out of this particular training today on the AI SEO side of things? So where are you calling in from? What is your business? Wholesaling, flipping, agent, home services, and what are you hoping to get out of this particular AI SEO training? What's up, Greg? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, man. Great to see you. David, what's up, buddy? David Brown. Is that the David Brown? I don't know. Might be different David Brown. I wonder if is that the Dave Brown that used to be in New York that's been with Carrot forever, or is this a new Dave Brown? Either way, welcome aboard, Dave Brown. Just want to give you a proper welcome. That's right. Greg is the legend. Chad, what's up, buddy? Agent, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So, guys, as you're popping in, let us know where you're calling in from. Agent, investor, home services business. And I want to know what you want to get out of today's training, because we're going to be probably about 90 minutes. I want to have you literally bringing up your websites today. If you don't have a website, I want you bringing up some notes to take some notes. If you have a Google business profile, I want you bringing that up. So those might be things you just get ready right now, because we're going to not just talk at you. I am going to show you what's happening in the market. I'm going to show you some data. I'm going to show you some stats, but then we're going to go actually show some changes to make. Okay. And here's the promise I've got for you guys today. I can promise you I cannot cover everything about AI SEO in this 90 minutes. That's the one promise I've got for you. Right before this call, Brady on my team, we're in the office. I'm going, Brady, dude, I've got a 3-hour presentation here, man. I can't get it all in because there's so much I want to get to y'all. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that you guys have the opportunity over the coming weeks, the coming months, that you don't have to get it all today. We're going to give you all kinds of training, all kinds of opportunity to make these moves, make these changes happen. So if you aren't keeping up on today's call, like I said, I'm going to keep it about 90 minutes, then no problem. Just look out for the next web training. Look out for a challenge that I want to launch next month that I'll talk with you guys about here in a bit, and keep the questions flowing in the Facebook group. Okay, so that's the first thing. If we can link up our Facebook group, I want every single person on this call to go over to our Facebook group and make sure that you're on there, because that's where we're going to be leaking out more of this information fast. So these web trainings is when we can do the deep dive. The Facebook group is where we can do the everyday, every week things that can help you guys get moving. All righty. So welcome in, Empire Property. Awesome. Wants to replace PPL. Love it. Nora, Ed from Delaware. Christopher, what's up, buddy? Agent wholesaler out of Maryland. Brian. What's up, Brian? Good to see you, bud. Tony, Agent Stewart. Brian, dude, I shot you a DM in Facebook. Let me know. There's a couple things I want to dig in with you on. Awesome. Want to know how the game's changing, how to optimize our sites for both SEO rankings and AI searches. Casey, what's up, buddy? All right, let's do it, guys. So let's share my screen. I'm going to dig into the slides, and we're going to do our best, y'all, to, like I said, we're going to give you not only a high-level overview, but I want to give you all the deep dive on a few topics, okay? So what today's training is really going to be about is AI SEO, 6 website tweaks, investors and agents and home services businesses. This works for anybody in that local driven search market, that you can make to rank an AI search to get motivated sellers this year and next year. Really, this is preparing for 2026 is what this is really about. Okay. So if anyone wants to just get help with this, okay, if you're like, I really don't have a good website, don't have a good tech stack, we need some help with some of the things, just reach out to our sales team. So grab that QR code right now, especially if you're not a Carrot member already. Grab that QR code if you're not a Carrot member, and then go talk with someone on our team. Okay, walk them through what your current business looks like. Walk them through, what you're currently using for web marketing, and then we can help you eliminate some of those tech headaches and see if it just makes sense to migrate to Carrot. Because much of what I'm going to be showing today is using Carrot examples and Carrot features, but you can do much of this outside of Carrot as well. We just work our butts off and making it easier for you. So check it out, guys. Grab that QR code, or just go to our website and grab a call with our team. So here's who I am. If you guys are not familiar with me, so let me know. Pop in the comments box. Who in here has never heard of Carrot before? You're like, I haven't heard of Carrot. This is my first interaction with Carrot. If so, pop in the comments box. I always love knowing who is coming in here first and give you a good Carrot welcome. Well, at Carrot, we've been around for quite some time. Okay. I'm the CEO of Carrot. We started this company in end of 2013, 2014. We have thousands and thousands and thousands of customers who are flippers, wholesalers, agents. I just got a message a little bit ago. I'm going to actually read this message from one of our clients. He's a contractor named Chris out of Texas. And this is from 8:31 a.m. this morning. Chris said, "Hey, Trevor, things are picking up for us. Largest sales month in history with nearly $600,000 in September. Month isn't even over yet, y'all, as of the time of recording this. I looked at my leads for the year, and 55% come from my Carrot website and SEO. I'm getting more interest from other contractors on my website as well." He says he talks about Carrot all the time. Then he's diving in on like, "Hey, dude, how can we ramp this up even more?" This is a contractor, guys. He's not a real estate investor. So these methods that we're talking about, it doesn't matter if you're an agent, investor, wholesaler, contractor, HVAC. This works for any high ticket service business. Okay. At Carrot, we serve mainly flippers, wholesalers, agents, home service pros, like I mentioned, and our clients have closed over $1 billion in deal volume over the years. Okay, from their online leads. That's a lot of deals. We more online leads, especially for motivated sellers, have come in through the Carrot platform over the last decade than any other single platform online in the world for sellers. And our clients have generated millions of inbound leads. Now, the reason I'm saying this is not to brag and show how cool Carrot is. It's to show that those results don't happen on accident. Those results happen because of our hunger to build best of class tools that get you ahead of the market, that get you ahead of the curve, that save you time, that save you money, so you can go and have an easier time getting those results than trying to go it alone, guys. So everything that I talk about is going to be based off of real client data, real data in the market, real research, nothing of theory. We didn't just go into business a year or two ago. I've been doing this for almost 20 years, and Carrot's been in business for over 10. So here's some quick stats and data. Just over the past 12 months, there's been over almost 13 million visitors to our clients' websites that help us inform the information we're going to be bringing to you guys today. Okay, these are people who are looking for a local service to go after. Okay, conversions, leads actually went up, even though traffic went down a bit because of some of the AI stuff in some of the markets. Conversions went up. Okay, so here's the cool thing. I'm going to show you this dynamic here in a bit in the AI search world. You might be losing some traffic in this next season, but if we do it right, conversions go up, quality leads go up. Okay. And also, Carrot has historically been the #1 motivated online seller lead generation and lead gen platform. And we're going to be stepping into other markets full force to do the same for you guys. But this is what we're talking about today. Okay. This is what we're talking about today is this is becoming more and more common right here. Let me zoom in if I can. I just messed things up there. So this is becoming more and more common. I just pulled this one literally the other day from a client's website that I know is getting leads from GPT. He actually talked about it back in, I think, March, April, May, said, "Hey, I'm starting to get leads from Chat GPT. Is anybody else getting them?" And so we see this as a decently regular occurrence now. Is it a majority of the leads? Heck no, it's not. Is it a minority? Yes. But here's the key. They're happening. And the question is, if these leads are happening and I'm going to show you some data where these AI leads tend to be a higher converting, higher quality lead. If they're happening, the question for you should be, how do I get in front of them? because that's where the market is going. And I'm going to show you guys where the market is moving away from. Okay. But over the last 6 to 12 months, we've seen a over almost 300% increase in AI search referrals. Now the volume is still low. So what I don't want to tell you guys is, oh my gosh, it's overtaking organic SEO. It's overtaking paid marketing. That's not the case. What we're talking about is how do we insulate from the major changes that are happening and are going to happen in SEO, and how do we then prepare and set that foundation early? Because you guys on this call, you guys are early. Okay, this is like if I were talking about SEO back in 2001 or 1999. If you guys were on a webinar with me in 1999 talking about SEO, that's the equivalent of right now with AI SEO. Okay, so you guys who are on here early, if you do half of what I teach on this call and half of what we teach over the coming weeks that we enable you to do on the Carrot platform, you're going to be ahead of the rest of the curve, and they're going to be wondering why things have changed. Okay, so if we look at, well, what are the different AI platforms that are driving leads? The first thing that you're going to notice is Google is not up here anywhere, right? Why is Google not up there? Well, I'm going to show you guys in our tools in Search Console. You're going to be able to find Google does not delineate right now in any of their data whether that was from an AI-driven search like AI mode or just traditional Google search. So you may be getting AI traffic right now and have no clue about it because Google doesn't tell us. So outside of Google, Google's definitely the number one. You see ChatGPT is the number two by far. Perplexity is starting to grow quite a bit. And then you got Google Gemini, which is their AI bot. And then you go into some of the other ones down here. Okay, but GPT is definitely the dominant chat bot. But Google is still the dominant AI search. But search has really changed, and that's what we're talking about. Where search used to be dominated by Google, and you had a little bit of Bing over here, maybe a little bit of Yahoo back in the day, maybe some DuckDuckGo and some fringes over here. Really now what search is turning into is Google, YouTube, Bing, the LLMs, which are what I just talked about, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, DeepSeek. And so search is completely changed because now people have so many other options on where to go to ask the questions and solve the problem. And you guys may have seen something like this before in the previous months, right? You've probably seen, and people said, hey, man, what AI is doing right now are those AI overviews that you've seen in a lot of those Google searches. You're probably going, shoot, our AI overview is going to cannibalize our traffic in our market. Well, this graph right here is a graph of a website that is more on the informational search website. Okay, it's a how-to type of a website, or it's informational content. We are seeing, okay, your traffic, your mentions might be going up, but your clicks are going down. So that's what we're seeing. They call an alligator graph, basically. So you see at the end of it, it's starting to alligator up, while our mentions or traffic might be here. We're getting a lot less clicks. And that's, you guys have probably heard that phrase of the clickless search, or there's other different phrases that have come up. Well, that world is just strong right now if you're running a website that is based off of informational searches. Okay, there's several different types of searches. There's an informational search, which is how-to types of searches, or how to make this happen, or what happens here. It's I'm just looking for information. I'm not looking to make a transaction. Okay. The second type of search is navigational. That's where you might literally go to Google and just type Carrot, and you want to find Carrot's website, or you might want to type ChatGPT or a ChatGPT login, or Amazon. You're just trying to find a website. You already know that they exist. You're just trying to get to their website. Okay. And that's about 30% or so of all searches is navigational. And then you go down into commercial and transactional. So the commercial searches are kind of more like, hey, best real estate agents in Roseburg, or things like that. And transactional is you're actually wanting to buy it. You're looking at reviews. You're looking at things at the very tail end. Okay. So this is the good news, is in the business that y'all are in, no matter if you're a flipper, a wholesaler, an agent, a home service pro, a contractor, good news is for the local searches, we're actually seeing the alligator graph not happen. Okay. For local searches, the traffic is still strong because the AI overviews are on a very, very, very small percentage of overall searches in this world. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what percentage AI overviews are showing in the real estate space. But there's probably a question that you guys have had over the last 1, 2, 3 months or the last year, and pop in the comments box, guys, if you guys are relating to this. Have you guys thought in the past 6 months, oh my gosh, is SEO dying? Right? Is SEO dying? Is this something that I should really pay attention to doing something else, finding another marketing method. And this is me coming from the perspective of, we run a company at carrot.com that dominates SEO in the real estate space. Okay, but also our clients drive a ton of traffic on paid marketing. That's the number 2 lead source and the fastest growing lead source across our entire network is paid marketing through Google, Facebook, and TikTok. Okay, so is SEO and Google dying? Let me know if you've thought that at all in the last 6 months. Okay, so the fact is this: it's no. The short answer is no. Okay, in fact, daily Google searches have actually jumped from 8.5 billion to 13.7 billion. I remember a year or so ago when ChatGPT came out, people were saying all over the place, "Oh my gosh, Google's dead. People are going to be going to GPT." And all the searches are going to be GPT. Oh my gosh, I'm using GPT 10 times a day. The general market's going to as well. What I think people forgot is the Goliath that Google is, the resources that it has, and the dominance it has in the minds of people for search. So they were able to be 6 months behind GPT and catch up. I feel that they're far ahead now on of GPT on that search world by far. Okay, so guys, we've actually seen searches increase dramatically over the last year, dramatically. So what does that mean? Why have searches increased dramatically on Google when there's these other AI tools coming out there? Well, people are searching for more things because AI overviews and because AI search on GPT and Perplexity are training us how to think differently. So we actually go to ChatGPT, and you usually don't just put "sell my house fast Roseburg" in there or a keyword. You're not putting a keyword in there. And I'm going to walk you guys through the difference between keywords and entities. And that's the primary difference. The primary difference that we're seeing with AI search and how you can prepare. I'm going to talk about that here in a bit. Okay. But we're used to typing up keywords. In the AI world, you're actually typing thoughts and sentences. And so people are just going to Google now because AI overviews are so effective and they trust them and they're getting them the results that they want. They're typing everything that they need into there. Okay. So searches are going up. The cool thing is AI referred site visitors actually convert at a higher rate. Why is that? Why is it that AI search referred visitors, whether they're from GPT or whether they're from a Google AI overview, why is it that they convert at higher rates, guys? Well, they're more qualified. There's a couple reasons why. The longer the search phrase that people type in there, which is really what the AI overviews thrive in. AI overviews, you're probably not going to see a lot of AI overviews for very short searches. But the longer the search you go, the longer that string of words is, the more chance it has that an AI overview is gonna lead that search at the top. The longer that search is going to be, the more someone is actually putting thought into solving their problem, the more qualified that they are. Okay, so not only are searches going up on Google, people are searching more, but also those who are being referred over from AI overviews are converting at a higher rate. Now, the question is, what happens? I'll talk about this here in a bit, but what happens? How do we actually get our website linked up, right? How do we actually get our website linked up in the AI overviews? Well, I'm not going to be able to go into all of it in this training. Like I said, I'm thinking about doing an AI SEO challenge in October, like a 5-day or 7-day challenge where we're just going deep on it every single day for a handful of days to execute. If you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comments box. If you're like, Trevor, this sounds great, but I really want to execute and we can join a challenge, let me know. I'm very likely going to put a challenge together. But is SEO dying? I saw this picture recently when people were saying SEO is dead now. It's like it had a great life, right? 1993 to 2024. Guys, it's not the case. SEO is not dead. The rules have just changed. I was hearing, I don't know how many times SEO has died. Okay. Ever since I've been marketing since 2004, I think SEO has more lives than a cat does because I've seen it die at least 10 times. It doesn't die, guys. It just changes. And the call that you have here, the call that I have here for you is you need to change with it to capture this opportunity ahead of other people because most people are going to be 12 to 18 months behind you. So what we're going to dive into today, guys, is the impending shift to AI search mode that Google has announced, how to reframe your SEO mindset to adapt, the 3 pillars of AI SEO and how to apply them for competitive edge, and the fundamental website tweaks, content, and crazy important off-page factors. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is if you've never used AI mode in Google, because that's the majority of what we're going to be talking about today, a little bit on the GPT side, just go over here and type up Google AI mode. Okay. If you guys have not ever used it, you're going to be able to see an AI summary right there that links up AI mode. So this is what AI mode is. AI mode is just like a GPT, but a little bit more powerful on the web search side of it. So you can type anything in here, right? I could type up best real estate agents in Roseburg, which is the town that I'm in. I could type up, usually it's probably going to be like who, and the way people are searching is they're not going to search best real estate agents in Roseburg. Most of the time they're searching things like this: who are the best real estate agents in Roseburg. It's an actual sentence. It's contextual. It's conversational. A lot more of the searches through the AI tools are conversational searches. Just picture the way you search in GPT. Picture the way you prompt GPT. It's usually not 3 words. It's usually a sentence. You usually bring personality into it. I apologize to my GPT when I mess up, and I thank it when it does a good job. We never do that to Google, right? So right here, it's giving me results. So it's linking some things up and it's saying, hey, here's a good one right here. And here's some other one, G Team. They're actually a Carrot member. And here's another one, the Beckham Group. And they're actually a Carrot member. They're linked up to, they've got their website linked up right there. And then there's Kayla Wahi and there's Mark Townsend, and he's a Carrot member. And so like you can just go down the list. What they're doing is they're actually serving up. The question is, how do you get there? How are you the one that they end up serving up? We're going to talk about what that looks like. Okay. So the old way, now I'm going to switch on you here. Okay. The old way is this. The old way of search was about keywords crawling and indexing. Okay. Keywords crawling and indexing. And it looks like there's a bunch of people saying that they're interested in the challenge. So Brian, Tony, awesome. What's up, West DFW? Yes. So Hansel's interested. DFW is interested. Cool. Guys, it's very likely something that I'll do. In October. I want to give you guys the edge. Okay. Old search is about keywords crawling and indexing. New search is about AI powered curating and entities. We're going to talk about more what an entity is later. Entities aren't new. AI search is just focusing on those way more heavily than what Google was doing before with indexing and prioritizing. LLMs are large language models, which is what these AI tools are built on. That's the future of where all this technology is going. They summarize all the data that they find out there. Okay, these large language models are just always going out there and trying to find all the information they can. They're looking everywhere. They're looking in Google search results. They're looking on YouTube. They're looking in all the forums, all the threads. They're looking in all the reviews online. They're looking everywhere they possibly can to consolidate all this information. Then they've got to ask the question, well, now we have all this information. How do we know what information to now serve up to people as the confident answer? Well, they cite, meaning I have all this information. I'm going to grab from that database now and cite these sources I'm pulling from to give my consolidated answer. No longer is it saying, go to this website and just click this site. It's going to say, here's all this information about this entity. And oh, by the way, there might be a link to this site as well. Okay, then it's going to prioritize credible sources. And that's the key of what we're going to talk about here is AI search through GPT, Perplexity, AI, Google AI mode is all based on credible sources. Okay, so you guys probably saw me looking at this over the years. You guys probably saw me showing this 6-7 years ago in webinars of, hey, here's the different AI or here's the different SEO factors, right? There were dozens and dozens, I think 200 SEO factors in one of the webinars I did probably back in 2016 as we drove this industry of real estate investors, agents, as we drove organic search into the market as the pioneers in what we do. And now what most people take as for granted, we were teaching 200 ranking factors in 2016. So if I were to look at the basics of this, what it used to be, okay, a consistent publication of high quality content, that's still true. Okay, that's not true. Keywords in the meta title tag. So it's not that we don't have quote unquote keywords or entity words in our content anymore. It's just not keyword driven. It's not sell my house fast Roseburg driven anymore. I'm going to talk about what that means. Okay, internal links, external links, mobile friendly website, the time on website. Guys, GPT doesn't know how long someone's been on your website. They don't get Google's data. So GPT is not going to be serving up things based off of the usability of your site, while Google probably still can. Okay, SSL certificate. Yeah, we every single Carrot member for years, we were the first ones to make it standard in this industry that you get an SSL certificate for free because we know that that's what you need. There's just so many different things. Schema markup. Schema was 2% of the overall, and now you're going to see it's a much larger percent here in a bit. Okay, so that's kind of what it used to be based off of. Keywords primarily, good quality content, a bunch of backlinks, and we saw this rise of crappy backlinks. Okay, I feel the high volume, iffy link building strategies are going to be working less and less. I'm not going to say that building backlinks at scale are not going to be working anymore. I'm just saying I would not go hire those AI SEO tools to build 1,000 backlinks for you in a month. I would not go to Fiverr and build 1,000 backlinks in a month. And the reason I'm saying this, I don't know that you need it. Okay, especially on the GPT side of things. I'm going to show you guys some ways to get much better citations and links to your site that are, one of these might be worth 100 or 200 or 500 backlinks built the way that people used to be building them. Okay, so no longer do I want to see this. Not saying that's not going to work for a while. Okay, if you want quicker results, you can still do this. The challenge is going to be, I think that we're going to see it working less and less. And then also, I think that we're going to see some people having some issues with building bad backlinks too fast. Okay, which that's not a new thing. So those who move fast now will have an advantage and an edge. So guys, I want you guys popping questions in here. Okay, I want you guys popping questions in here as you go. Anything that pops to mind. If you're like, Trevor, what about this? Or what about this? Pop questions in here. I want it to be interactive as much as possible. But what I want you guys to do on this call now, the rest of this next hour, is instead of playing catch up, you can be years ahead of the game while others try to catch up as things shift. Okay, so that's where you are. Once again, this is 2001, 1999 SEO. You guys are going to be ahead of the game if you do what I'm talking about. Here's the cool thing. Okay, so I'm going to go into what has changed. Here's the really cool thing, guys. When you ride along with Carrot, the one thing that you can trust and you can guarantee is we are not going to be, and I know this sounds weird. This is going to sound really weird. Okay, we're not going to be the first adopters of the next greatest SEO strategy of the week. Okay. When I see the next greatest SEO strategy of the week, I see, oh my gosh, if you do this, it games the system and it works well, man. If you build 35 Google business profiles and put the keyword exactly in there, it gets ranked. It will, but it's going to go away eventually. Okay. If you build a gazillion backlinks to each one of these pages from a private blog network, man, it's just crushing it. It will, but it's going to go away. A year ago, the issue that I was seeing pop up with some of our clients, oh my gosh, dude, I'm going to build literally 10 or 20 blogs a day using this fancy SEO, this fancy AI content writer that they thought was the best thing since sliced bread. And it wasn't just one person. We saw dozens and dozens and dozens of people going down this path because people were saying it was working. Oh my gosh, if I launch thousands of blog posts on my website, it's going to go up in traffic. And it did. It did. But the challenge is we knew that that's gaming the system. That's not good for Google. Google doesn't like it. Eventually, you're going to get squashed. Okay, I predicted every single one of those. So the reason I say this is you're going to see things pop up over the next 1, 2, 3, 12 months that do work to get you faster results, that game the system, that people are going to say is the best thing since sliced spread, that you're going to say, oh my gosh, I should do that. The question I want you to ask is this good for Google long-term? And would Google want this 10 years from now? If the answer is no, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, because you're going to get not penalized, but you're not going to get rewarded from that stuff as much anymore. Okay, so what's really changed? So I did a search here, and this is one actually up in that market. So this happened to be Brian. I was doing some research on several markets. The Dayton market was one that popped up. That's the reason I popped you a note on Facebook, and this is what I saw. So sell my house fast, Dayton, Ohio. What do you see here? Well, you have homelight.com, which we have seen for the last several years, big brands. Winning, of course, more and more of those search results. 2 to 3 years ago, you weren't seeing Open Door up in the top 5 of anything. Okay, you weren't seeing HomeLight in the top 5 of the major things. You definitely weren't seeing Clever Real Estate, and there's a couple more out there. What you're seeing now is you're seeing those national quote unquote big brands are starting to take over more of that search. WeBuyHouses.com. We had shoved WeBuyHouses.com out of the search for about 5 or 6 years, like way down. They were scraping to get back up, and now they're getting way back up there. Why is that? Because in general, and it's not that Google is rewarding the big brands because they like big brands. It's because the big brands do what I'm going to talk with you about on this call, and the mom and pops tend not to do it. Okay. So the big brands do what I'm going to talk about, and the mom and pops don't do what I'm going to talk about. That's why they're winning. That's why they're starting to gain more searches. It's not because you have to be a big brand, otherwise you can't make it. No, you can do the things that I'm going to show you to start to outrank those big brands. You've got to show yourself as the credible source. Google just sees them as the credible source because they're doing the work. Okay. But right there, I did this search and it says to sell your house fast in Dayton, Ohio, consider selling to a local cash home buyer, such as those listed at HomeLight or this one right here, which is one of our clients. Okay. He's on this call. Like, so this wasn't set up, so it's cool having you on here, man. So right there, he is listed right there. He's the number one result over here on the sidebar. Then it's HomeLight, and then it's another national iBuyer. Okay. And then it goes into some comparisons, what it is. Companies like Home Investors Ohio Cash Buyers will buy your house directly for cash. Guys, who on this call would love to have your website not just mentioned up above, but actually linked up above? Pop in the comments box if that's what you guys want. Guys, if you guys want to start to earn those spots there, because if you see this, now the search results got pushed down quite a ways. Okay, those search results got pushed down quite a ways. Let's look at another one in here. Okay, so this is in that same market. Okay, this is in that same market. Let me drill out here. Best house cash buyer in Ohio. Okay, it says there's no single best one out there. Rather, the best choice depends on your priorities, as different companies like Open Door or Easy Sell Cash Buyers. That's another one of our clients' websites in the same market. So he is seeing as in Google's eyes as a little bit more credible, a little bit more authoritative at the state level. So you saw one over here, which is more credible, more authoritative at the city level. And this one over here, it's seeing it more authoritative, more credible on the state level. We'll talk about that here in a bit. Okay. But who wants to be able to get those results, guys? So I can't guarantee you're going to get the results. But like I said, I'm going to pop. You're going to see this thing a couple more times, guys. I want to do a challenge in October. I wanted to see if people were interested in it first. Okay. If not, I wasn't going to waste your time or mine, but it sounds like there's interest. So grab that QR code. And what I want you guys to do is that goes to my Instagram. So grab that QR code, go over to my Instagram, follow me on Instagram, y'all, and then DM me. Okay. If I get 20 DMs from this group, if I get 20 DMs from this group over the next few days, then I'm going to do the challenge. Okay. I want to make sure that there's enough people in there that we can have community there, but also not too much where we can't have individual help. So guys, scan the QR code, go follow me on Instagram, DM me. If I get 20 DMs in there saying, I want, Trevor, I want in on the AI SEO challenge for October, then I'll launch the challenge. You'll be the first ones to be notified. We will cap it off at a certain amount. And that way you guys will be able to get in. But we're going to make tweaks on your websites during that challenge. I'll figure out how long is it, a 3 day, is it a 5 day? We're going to optimize pages for AI with structured data. We're going to optimize your Google business page together, build a content plan. And I'm going to give you my mastered GPT AI SEO prompts that I've been building, that I've been using. It is going to be paid. It's likely going to be about $100 or so. But that way we can really invest the resources into making this amazing for you. So scan that, DM me, let me know, y'all. Okay. So I talked about search moving away from keywords into entities. Okay. Search moving away from keywords into entities. So when we look at AI search, you kind of look at it this way. There's the entity, which I'll describe. I'll mention what the entity is here in a bit. But then it looks at relationships. I'm getting blown up, guys. I love it. Keep hitting my IG. We're going to get to the 20 fast. So now search is about entities, not keywords. There's AI, and then it looks at these entities, and it finds out what are the relationships that these have and what's the context, okay? And so what's the context around that business? So an entity, in this case, could be your business. It could be you as a CEO, and I'm going to show you guys here. I'm going to show you guys some things here in a bit. We're going to break down entities here in a bit. But before we do, the question might come up of, well, great. So with all of this AI stuff, is it even impacting our market? I just showed you a couple screenshots a bit ago of literally a search that sellers are typing in right now in the Ohio market that has an AI overview at the top of it. Now, a lot of your guys' searches in your markets may not be getting AI overviews yet, and here's why. Okay, so looking at this study, we see the topics or the industries that have the most AI overviews. Over here, I've got to read that sideways. There's people in society, and then there's science, and there's food and drink, and there's health. Way over here, they're getting a lot of mentions. Down here is finance, and then you've got real estate. Okay, real estate, sports, shopping. So right now, real estate is not getting a lion's share of the searches having AI overviews, which is good in a way. And I'm going to tell you guys why. Okay, because people doing local search-based, local service-based searches want to talk to a company, right? They're literally making a search like HVAC company in Roseburg because they want to talk to a company. They don't want to have an AI overview tell them about how to talk to a company. They literally just want to get in touch with the company. Okay. So when you're going to start to see some of those AI search overviews coming up, it's when you're looking at things like best real estate agents in or best cash buyers in, things like that. You're going to see it more often because then they're going to curate, they're going to pull up, and then they're going to cite. They're going to say, hey, these ones might be good ones for you. Okay. Google business profile and websites dominate here. So when you start to look at what is happening on the local side of things, okay, AI overview distribution versus normal search distribution, local versus non-local. The vast majority of AI overviews are on non-local searches. But when we look at local searches, we really see a very small percentage of AI overviews on local searches right now. Okay, so the reason I want to bring this up is the future is heading towards an AI mode type of a search as the dominant route, but we're not there yet. It might take 3 months. It might take 6 months. It might take 12 months. There was a tweet that a Googler mentioned. It was a few weeks back, and they made a cryptic comment. Someone basically said, hey, so when is AI mode going to become the default? And they just put soon smiley face in there. And then one of the other Google members, employees, voiced up later and said, hey, well, kind of, but not really. They said Google AI mode is not going to become the default anytime soon, but we're going to start to make it easier for people to get to. Okay. So anytime you hear that, you can better believe that they're going to be moving in that direction. The same thing happened when they removed ads in the sidebar. Does anyone remember? Pop in the comments box, guys. Does anyone remember when Google ads were up above the searches and in the sidebar? And then eventually they eliminated the sidebar and they made a whole new ad experience, and everyone's freaking out about Google organic search. Guys, the same thing is happening. They tested it, they announced it, eventually they made the move, and the same thing's going to happen, but it's going to happen last in local searches. Okay. So even when AI attempts to answer a local answer, though, it oftentimes mirrors the Google organic search results. So when we are asking the question, is AI SEO dramatically different than traditional SEO? The answer is no, if it's a hyper-local search. Okay. So using this as an example, I did this search, cash home buyers, Roseburg, Oregon. So you see, Columbia redevelopment, then you see Property Max, you see Grand House buyers, you see Beckham. And I think 3 of those top 4 are all carrot sites. So then those are the ones right there. Okay. Now I went over to Google and I typed up cash home buyers, Roseburg. It did give me an AI overview, but look at what we see here, guys. We see Columbia redevelopment, Property Max, the Beckham Group. So it's the same ones. Okay. It's the same ones. They do differ slightly. So Grand House buyers is not over in this one, but they are over here. Massed property development is on the Google and it's not over here, but they're 80-90% the same. So then I put this into GPT and I said, let's just do a search on GPT now. And I put the same thing in there, and this is what it gave me: Columbia redevelopment, Beckham Group, Property Max, Grand House buyers, mass property development, ASAP. Most of those are carrot clients. Okay. So why am I saying this? In the hyper local search market for higher ticket services like y'all are offering right now, and I think it's going to be this way for the next 3 to 6 months, the majority of the searches are going to reflect a Google search. So much of what we're already doing to get ranked well in Google, if we do it right, is also going to be many of the things to get us ranked well in AI searches. But there are some key things I'm finding many times that people ranked number 1, number 2, number 3 in Google are nowhere to be found in any of the AI summaries. Detroit market's a good example. I was doing some research in the Detroit market this last week. Carrot clients dominate it, but 1 or 2 of the carrot clients that are ranking really high, number 1, number 2, have been customers for 10 years. They haven't touched their site and it looks like 10 years. They've got tons and tons and tons of leads in there, but they haven't touched their site in 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And while that's cool, like I want to wave the carrot flag and go, man, that's so cool. Like, look how good the product works. It's not cool because they need to make some adjustments to stand out because they didn't show up anywhere in any of the AI searches I did. The ones that showed up in AI searches are doing what I'm about to walk you through. Okay. So guys, what is an entity? What is an entity? Okay, it's the complete, unique, and thorough information about your business. So it's your company and company name and all your contact info. It's you as the CEO or the owner. You're a part of that entity. You are an entity. It's your product or service that you're offering. It's those are the entities. Okay, so we need to make sure that we're clearly communicating these entities out there on our websites, on our Google business profiles. I'll show you guys what that looks like. But it's no longer about keywords per se. There's keywords in entities, not to try to confuse us, but you might have a service of being a cash home buyer, right? And you can go after a keyword like cash home buyers Roseburg, Oregon, which is traditionally a keyword. But then you want to go after what are all the other locations? Those are going to be entities that you serve that service in. Okay, what about the team members, you as a CEO, your name as an entity? And so for me, if you guys are to Google search my name, you're going to see it's going to be tightly tied to Carrot, and Carrot's tightly tied to me because a lot of our content overlaps. So the AI search engines recognize, oh, Carrot and Trevor are tied together. They're a single entity. So you know what we should do is we should ideally actually build a personal brand, which is going to strengthen our business brand. Build a personal brand, strengthen business brand. Okay. So when we start to talk about being cited by AI searches, not just listed in a bunch of blue links on a Google search 1 through 10, why being cited means more than ranking moving forward, which this is going to explode a lot of y'all's brains. It exploded my brain when I was diving into this a while back, because the tradition that we've always been doing in SEO is ranking. I want to rank number 1. I want to rank number 2. I want to rank number 5. I want to rank whatever it's going to be, right? We have tools built inside of the Carrot platform that are specifically to be able to help you rank, right? To be able to help you rank better. So, there's SEO tools in here, and there's all kinds of amazing tools that we offer that enable you to rank more effectively. I'll pull up some right here. Let me go. Where are we at? Right there. So we have these tools in here. SEMrush, which is a tool that we use to get a lot of our data. They came out with an announcement. We put that announcement out to our user base in our Facebook group the other day. Thank you, Brady. That basically they aren't seeing any real impact on the keyword rankings, that they're accurate right now, especially in our type of a market. And so this is what we're traditionally used to looking at, right? This is one of the features inside of Carrot, inside of the SEO, inside of the SEO tools. You can see how many organic traffic, how many organic visitors, what organic keywords. I can click this to actually see what keywords they are. Guys, this is a new update. If you're a Carrot member, we just made that update, where before it wouldn't really tell you exactly what the keywords were, but we just made this update this last week. Now you can click that and view the keywords. So you can see which keywords are producing the traffic, right? The company name, Sold Fast Real Estate. This is a national brand that they're driving. So they are mainly brand search right now. We Buy Houses Cash Utah. So it's mainly ranking focused in the past. But in AI search, position on ranking matters less than being cited in the output. Okay. Citations influence credibility in ways rankings no longer can. I'll talk about that here in a bit. Some of it is just mind-boggling, because we've got to completely shift the way we're thinking about SEO. When you're cited across multiple reputable sources, AI engines, it gives you visibility and trust. So if people are doing searches through GPT and they're doing searches over on Google and AI overviews pop up and your company keeps on getting mentioned, it's just like someone driving down the road and seeing a billboard, right? People can recall your brand. They recall your name. The more they see your name, the more they see your brand, the more comfortable with you that they are, the more likely they are to reach out to you and do business with you. So that's one part of this. Okay, we want to get mentioned and cited everywhere we can, because in that search experience, that helps to ingrain that brand, ingrain that trust into their mind. Okay, and so on GPT, here's the things, guys. Write this down because this is pretty darn cool. If you're wanting to optimize in a AI result, it really depends on the tool, on what they look at the most, and what kind of they weight the most. Okay, so ChatGPT really weights Wikipedia a lot. Reddit is the next big one, and then Forbes, for some reason, is kind of one of their biggies. So if you're wanting to really nail it in GPT, find some ways to engage in Wikipedia. It's a little bit trickier in this industry, so it's definitely not a requirement in this industry. But if you are wanting to be cited in an informational search, for sure, Wikipedia is cited a lot. So let's get past GPT, but Reddit is very relevant. I'm going to show you guys why here in a bit. Okay, guys, look at this. What's the one that is on every single one of these? What is the one source that is being cited on every single one of these top 3 AI search engines? Reddit. Reddit is the one that is cited on all 3. Guys, pop in the comments box in here. Who on this call is actually paying any attention to looking at Reddit threads in your market, answering any Reddit threads in your market? Let me know if anybody is doing this right now. Yeah, Brady is over here. He's raising the hand because we're diving into that stuff on the carrot side because we've been seeing this happening. If you are not paying attention to what the data is telling you, you are leaving opportunity on the table for giving yourself an edge in ranking in the AI search world. And that's also, I believe, going to reward you in the Google search world, like the traditional rankings. If we go over here to AI overviews, which is Google, YouTube is a major one. Okay, so that should probably tell us we should probably be posting some YouTube videos. I'm going to give you an example of it here in a bit. Okay, Reddit is the second one. Reddit is cited a lot, not just in the actual results, but it is grabbed, the information is grabbed, and it references people talking about your business positively or negatively. It references if you are engaging in conversations around the topic that you do business in on Reddit as an expert, and it elevates you. Guys, that's 30 minutes a month. 30 minutes a month of Reddit engagement. I'm going to show you an easy way to do it. And then I'm probably going to do the challenge because I got blown up here in a bit. We hit the 20 fast. So we're going to do the challenge, guys, in October. I'll announce the dates, but I'm going to give you all of my GPT prompts. And I have a GPT prompt in there that literally tells you every single Reddit thread in your market for your keywords that you're going after that you should engage in. And it's wild. If you're thinking that there aren't conversations happening in Reddit around people looking to sell their house to a cash home investor or people working with an agent, you'll be mind boggled what conversations are happening in Reddit right now with people saying, should I sell my house to a cash home buyer? Are they legit? Then a whole conversation happening below it. If you engage in that, you are now seen as the expert and you're going to start showing up a lot more. All right, guys, a lot more. Exactly. Bludemon says Reddit can be so toxic. It can be. It can be. And most people are paying no attention to Reddit. Guys, I wasn't paying any attention to Reddit until a month and a half to 2 months ago. My marketing team was bringing Reddit and they were running Reddit ads. And in my mind, I'm like, what are we doing on Reddit, y'all? Our customers aren't there. The more I dove in, the more I realized that is where these AI engines are looking, because it's where people are speaking their truth. It's where people are having conversations about hyper-local topics. Okay. So what is not changing? This is the exciting part. Okay. I don't want everyone to go, oh my gosh, I've got to do so many new things. Here's the deal. I would say 80 to 90% of what you're already doing, y'all, what we've been teaching for the last number of years, the stuff that we've been saying, do this, Google's going to like it forever. That stuff already applies. Okay. So this is not a 180 degree, you got to change everything. This is, let's make a couple tweaks. That's all. Let's make a couple tweaks. Okay. If you're on the Carrot platform, you have to make far fewer tweaks than if you're on a custom website or one of our competitors because of the way that some things are built. And I'll walk you through here in a second. But EAT, we've been talking about EAT for a long time, is more important than ever in AI search. Okay. AI favors sources with strong trust signals. Okay. And what is EAT? Well, it's expertise, experience, authority, and trust. We started talking about EAT the second that it came out. And we were telling people, even though Google in their leaked documents a number of years ago did not specifically say that EAT was a ranking factor, I was telling people, even they were saying, no, EAT's not a ranking factor. I said, there's no way EAT's not a ranking factor. They might not be listing it saying it's 2% of their ranking, but what they are saying is they're looking for websites that are trustworthy, authoritative, that they can deliver on that topic. That's EAT, guys. And how do we adjust our content? Well, we've been teaching this for a long time. Brady and I did a series on SEO on the Evergreen Marketing Show. Brady, if you can link up the Evergreen Marketing Show. Guys, we did a series in that probably a year ago. A whole series in SEO. EAT was a deep, deep, deep topic. Everything we talked about in that episode applies to things today. Okay, on your content, no longer just put a bunch of generic content. Like when you launch a Carrot site, we have that content there to give you a start, but you need to customize it. You need to personalize it. Okay, one of the ways that we've let you do it, I'll show you guys here in a second, is with our AI rewrite tool. There's something you need to do inside of your website to make it personalized to you. But guys, it's now no option not to show actual real world experience and verifiable expertise in your online marketing. It's not an option anymore. Your about pages can no longer be generic. You can't just have one review on your site or two review and it stays the same for the next year. Okay. You can no longer just say, I buy probate houses or I'm a local real estate agent that sells homes in these neighborhoods. You have to show that you do it through your experience. You have to show that you know about the topic, show clients you've worked with in those markets. Say, hey, we bought Johnny's house where he was in probate in the Dayton, Ohio market. And here's his story. Here's what happened. That's the stuff that they want to see. Okay. So when we start to kind of talk about ranking factors more, and then like I said, guys, I'm going to give you hyper tactical stuff here in about the next 3 to 5 minutes. Ranking factors, Bing, Google, ChatGPT. Google really looks at authority a lot, topical relevance most, on page less, and click signals less now. Okay. Bing is looking at authority a lot. So are you getting good quality links? Are you showing that people are searching you? Are people doing brand search from your offline marketing? You know, you're doing direct mail or cold calling and people are searching your company name. That's part of authority. On page is a little bit more important there. ChatGPT is almost all about authority and then on page. Okay. And so we'll talk about what that looks like. So once again, just going in here to reiterate, in order to know how to rank well in the AI search world, we have to know where it's getting its information. And this study showed the same thing. Where AI gets its facts, guys, Reddit is the number one source that AI gets its facts. Number one. GPT, Google AI mode, number one place that it gets its facts. So if anyone here has not touched Reddit ever or in the last year or two, and you want to start to get an edge in your market, spend 30 minutes a month on Reddit, guys. And I'll give you in the AI challenge that I'm going to launch now because you guys demanded it in this next few weeks. I'm going to give you the prompts you need to just plug that thing in once a month and run it and spend 30 minutes answering some questions, or have a VA do it for you, because this prompt gives you the answers based off of your actual business information. All righty, guys. So Greg says, where should we post that real life information? So I'll show you an example actually. Okay. Let's just pull up one of these sites here. Let's go Simply Sold. Okay. So we'll pull up the site here in the Louisville market. Where should we post that real life information? So down here, rather than saying, hey, we buy houses in Louisville, say, here's houses we've actually bought in Louisville, right? So it's just a little bit of a different take. You can still put those keywords of, hey, we buy houses in the Louisville, Kentucky market, but then below it, if you want to hit that entity, that keyword, but then below it, say, here's just some of the recent houses we've purchased just in the past 12 months. And you can put addresses on there or street names. I probably wouldn't put addresses. I put street names on there. As an example, we've bought in these 32 streets alone. Let's put them at the bottom of the site or something. Okay. Down here, rather than just talking about closing deals, and this is something I would actually change on this one, as they show these nice people, I would put a caption below this picture. Put a caption below it that says, this is John and Jenny from Louisville. We purchased their house. They were in probate. We solved their problem. Another investor wasn't able to solve. Click this and go see the full case study. And then you can link to a case study on your blog or something. It could be a video. That's what I would do. Throw the case study video, Greg, up on your YouTube. Use our video post feature inside of Carrot that turns your video into a written blog post, and then link that up. Hey, go check out the full case study with John and Jenny on how we bought their probate house. So that's kind of the way we're doing it. Actually show real reviews. Okay, real reviews. I'm not a major fan of the screenshot reviews only because Google can't get the full context, but it's better than nothing. Okay, so there's a couple examples. Same thing with this. I would change this a little bit. So it has the client. It would say, Jenny from Louisville, but make sure that you're asking the question, well, what service did I provide them? What expertise? Was it probate? Was it a tired landlord? Show that you have the expertise. Don't just say that you do. Okay. So number 3 there is YouTube, Google, Yelp, and on down the line. All right, guys. So how do we adopt in that new landscape? Well, I'm going to walk you through, guys, here in a bit how to optimize your Google business profile, create high quality content, build local authority, and maintain the consistency, which is key. It goes without saying, what happens to ads? Is AI mode going to have ads in it? Because if search is different in the future, can we still get in front of those high quality searchers when there's more of them than ever now because they're doing more searches like the data I showed before? The answer is yes. But anytime Google rolls out a new thing, they are light on the ad experience while they test and make the experience great. And then they work the ad experience in. But you can better believe that Google they exist to make their their shareholders happy, and their shareholders have to see that their number one revenue source, which is Google search ad clicks, that they've got a business model for it. So you better believe that Google is going to be working ads into AI mode heavily as they go. But right now it's very, very little. It's only 7%, 7.9% of all AI overview searches or those Google AI modes actually have ads in them. But you're going to see 100% of those or close to that once it really takes over. Okay, so guys, in short, all the local SEO fundamentals, fast, solid websites, reviews, citations, directory listings, having a good Google business profile, those all matter still. So none of that is gone away. They're more important. Arguably, they matter even more in the AI era. You can just stop gaming the system with a bunch of crappy backlinks, and you can actually step out and just be the most credible business. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Okay, so here's the 3 keys, guys. Clarifying your identity, who is your company, powering it, okay, which is optimizing that website for content and trust, and then amplifying it, which is shifting to a multi-channel SEO strategy. All right, guys, you guys ready for me to dive in this next 30 minutes to give you the deep details and some executable stuff to hammer? Nick says, is the H2 you're showing better than case studies? Excuse me. So I probably wouldn't put an H2 to say case studies on the homepage like that. I would probably say something about, here's happy local Louisville house sellers who have sold to us in the past 12 months. Okay. And then I would put down below there, 3 or 4 or 5 avatars, like what are the primary avatars, the entities that you're going after, selling and probate and things like that. I would have a testimony for each. And then ideally, if I could wave a magic wand, I would have a video for each. And I would say, look at the full case study. And I would make a video post blog about it. Use our video post feature, which literally you attach a YouTube video, you click a button, and our system automatically goes and transcribes that video, yanks it in, makes a full blog post for you, and then puts the video at the top. And then you can use our AI rewrite tool if you want to have it rewritten if you want it to be fully unique. Okay. So there's some cool things you can do with it, guys. All right. So bonus, like I said, there's gonna be some pretty powerful prompts we can do. So step 1, we got to clarify who we are. Search Engine Land said in our study, your website's still your most valuable digital asset. So websites are not going away. We just have to use them more effectively. However, it now needs to be understood by real users and AI systems scanning the web. So what does that mean? Your brand must be defined consistently everywhere. So a number of years back, we started talking about citations and we started talking about NAP. Pop in the comments box, guys, if anyone has ever heard of NAP, N-A-P, name, address, phone. Pop in the comments box if you guys have heard of NAP before. So what they're saying is NAP, or consistency of your brand, is even more important today than ever because of the way the AI search works. Like I said, is it goes out there and it gathers information, it collects information, it curates it around a topic. It then decides, hey, what should we cite about this? And then it says, here's our recommendation of what we're going to say about it. Okay. And you can actually go in Google, you can actually go right here. And I've got this tool that anybody who joins Carrot this week, if you're not a Carrot member already, I'm going to give you guys an offer. There's not like $1,000 offer. If you just go to our website and join Carrot on any paid plan, I'm going to give you a couple bonuses. This is going to be one of those bonuses. Okay. If you're already an existing Carrot member, we'll make sure that we get you this as well. Okay. So there's a tool that I built for my high level coaching group. It's a $12,000 to $25,000 coaching group. And this is one of the tools I built for it. And it's called Revenue OS. It's your marketing and copy for real estate investors. We've trained it so well on this market. You can ask it a question like, do a quick scan of my business and let me know if my citations are consistent and meet the guidelines AI wants to see for my business. Here's my URL. Okay. So plug that one in there. That was just one of the ones that popped up in the research in that market I was doing. It's saying, here's what's working well. Okay. There's consistency in the business name, phone number, address. It's going to give me some inconsistencies. It's saying that there's strong validation. It's going to say, here's some things you can do. And then down here it says, here's some things you need to make better. Okay. So you can put that into GPT, or you can put that into our Revenue OS that we're going to give everybody who joins Carrot from this webinar today. Go grab a Carrot plan, sign up if you are not already a member. It's going to help you know, is your online presence consistent? Okay. Then it needs to be clear, meaning speak insanely clearly about what it is that you do. When you have consistent with your online information about your business and you're clear about what you do, then that equals trust. So what needs defined the most clearly and consistently? Well, your business name. And I'll give you guys an example here in a second. But if in one spot you have ABC House Buyers, another spot you have ABC House Buyers of Augusta, and another spot you have ABC House Buyers, all one word, that is not consistent, even though it looks the same. Okay, the description that you have about your business on Google Business Profile, that description should very, very closely mirror your about page and your website. It should very, very closely mirror what you're saying in your description on your Facebook page, in what you're saying on your YouTube page, and what you're saying on your Better Business Profile. Okay, it should very closely mirror that across your Google Business Profile. Okay, your contact information should be the same. Your overall core identity, okay, how you message your business, your voice. If they look and see, man, they just seem like they're different. Like it's got the same company name and phone number, but the words they use and everything's just completely different on their website than their Google Business Profile. They're going to go, man, what's going on here? So use the same voice. Same thing, guys. This AI tool that I mentioned can actually help you create your own brand voice guide. It's something I'm giving every single person who joins Carrot today from this webinar. If you're already a Carrot member, we'll get it to you. Okay. We'll get that. Yeah, we'll get that to you. What needs defined clearly and consistently? Okay. Contact information, business name, description, the overall core identity across every single platform. Your website, Google Business Profile, LinkedIn, Facebook, Better Business Bureau, YouTube. One of the indicators I found in the research leading up to this training was I was wondering why this one website was outranking in AI search these other ones that were dominating at the top of Google search, but were not ranking in AI search. And the only thing I could honestly find was they had all of those social profiles built out, including a LinkedIn profile. And they didn't use it other than it had all the information and it did match up with their website. I was going, man, the only thing I can think, because this one should not be the one that AI is citing, is it's got reviews and it's got all those similar. So if I were going with those clients who are Carrot clients, ranking number 1, number 2 in Google, but they're not ranking and showing up in the AI search, that's the first thing I'm going to do. Let's set up all of these online listings for you and make sure that they're all uniform. Same business name, exactly spelled the same phone number, same address, same description or very similar description. Okay. And it's not just about page and contact info, guys. Like I said, it's the DNA of the business. They want to see that wherever they see your information on YouTube or LinkedIn or your website, it's similar, right? The unique selling proposition. You need to be clear why you're different. That was one thing that I found in our research. The ones that actually stood out the most and did the best in the AI search results were the ones that did a better job making themselves sound that they weren't exactly the same as every other agent or every other investor in the market. If your only unique selling proposition is we buy houses for cash, we close fast, that's the USP of every damn agent or every damn investor in the market, guys. That's not unique. Okay. So when you're in a cluttered market, and AI or even Google for that matter is trying to figure out who should we serve up, they need to know why you're better and what you're better at. Okay, so that same tool, guys, can help you make your unique selling proposition, which is some questions. Okay, your avatar, it should be very, very clear who you're serving. You should be very clear in all of those resources. We serve local Philadelphia homeowners who are burdened by a property and who are looking to sell without hassle. Okay. Your product, it should be insanely clear what products you offer. If you're a hybrid agent investor, you should talk about all those products in all those spots. Hey, I'm a local investor and agent, and we do cash home. We have a cash home offer program, which can help you do this. And then we also have a fix and list program, which can help you do this. And we also have a list program, which can help you get top dollar on the market. And either way, we've got these 3 services. There's some investors who have services where it's the whatever move service. Hey, we're going to help you move. It's the I'm making it up. It's the convenient move service. Not only are we going to buy your house, but we're going to pay you $500. We're going to help you move. We're going to help you use our moving truck. It's a whatever move service. Okay, what problem are you trying to solve, and what services do you offer? It's the DNA. You want that to be across all of your sources. Okay, so here's a good example. This one of my coaching clients in my Epic program, the high level program that we have here at Carrot, and they do about 500 deals a year. Okay, they do about 500 deals a year. And this is just one of their markets. So they're in Montgomery, Alabama. They're in Louisville, Kentucky. They're in Cincinnati, Ohio, and they're in several markets. So one thing that they've done that they really ramped up with our guidance inside of the Epic program is they really started to drive their reviews and keep their Google business profiles active. Okay. So you can see here they have 213 reviews in that one market alone. They have pictures. The pictures are active. They have their address. They have their hours, their phone number, all that information. Okay. Now you look over here at their actual website. It's the same logo, same company name. We are Rapid Fire Home Buyers. Okay. They don't say it differently over here. It's the same company name. Okay. They discuss where they're in business. We're in Montgomery, Alabama, and we're going to link to that page, and we're in Lexington. So they're linking to those pages. Okay. Here's their Facebook page. Hey, we are Rapid Fire Home Buyers. Here's our information. Okay. Here's where we're in business. Here's our website that we've linked up. Okay. Here's our YouTube channel. It's our same company name, same logo. We are Rapid Fire Home Buyers. Here's our URL down here. Okay, guys, it's the same information. So it's not complex. It just takes, it takes a little bit of focus. Just saying, hey, if I've got a YouTube channel and a Facebook channel and a LinkedIn channel and a website and a Google business, check all those to make sure that they're all accurate. Check all of them to make sure they're consistent and they're the same. Okay. So like I said, you can do a quick scan to see if things are consistent by putting something like this into a chat GPT, or put it into Google AI mode and see what it says, or put it into our custom GPT, the Rev OS. If you join Carrot this week, we're going to give you that bonus as well. And it'll give you some ideas of where you're inconsistent. Okay. So like I said, what you do not want to do, you don't want to have ABC House Buyers on one, ABC Home Buyers on one, and then ABC Home Buyers of Eugene on one. The systems will not recognize that as the same company. Right. So step 2, y'all, after you've gotten the basics done of consistency, that's all we're asking for there is just consistency, the basics. Okay. The basics, that's the very first step. If we don't do that, if you do nothing else today that I teach you other than that, you'll be far ahead of where you were. Okay. So step 2 now is optimizing your site and content for AI search. So the beautiful thing is we've already done a lot of this for you if you're a Carrot member. So you can just remove the sweat that's dripping down your forehead right now of all this work you've got to do. If you're not a Carrot member, then yeah, you've likely got more work to do. But if you are a Carrot member, a lot of the work is done. Some of the work is still to be that you've got to do. So first, let's get the basic technical and structural things on the site right. Okay, so the very first thing that I want you guys to do, yeah, for sure. West DFW says, thank you, Trevor, for giving so much to members. I look forward to using it. Yeah, we'll get it to you, man, for sure. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to know where you're already performing, right? Because we want to have a baseline. So here's something you can do is inside of Carrot, and I want every single person to do this. If you are on the Carrot platform and you have not done this, if you cannot join, you cannot join the challenge until you've done this. Okay. Now, in tongue in cheek there, but legit, you've got to get this done, because without this, you're not going to be able to have a lot of the information that you're going to need to be able to make the moves you want to make. Okay. So inside of Carrot, go to SEO, and I want you to open up the SEO tab and search performance. So we have this feature available, I'm pretty sure, for everybody. So it doesn't matter what plan you're in. I believe everybody gets access to the search performance tab, and everybody gets access to the domain overview tab right here. Okay. So where I want you to go is the search performance tab, where you start to unlock more power, more features as you go up in our plans, is you get more backlinks to track. You get to have the backlink or rankings to track. You get our backlink audit tool. You get our site audit tool. You get all kinds of other things included. Okay, so what you see right now is this website has the search performance integrated with their Google Search Console. If you go to the search performance tab right now, and yours has a thing that says integrate with Google Search Console, and I want you to do that either right now or after this call. Okay, so number one, you've got to have Google Search Console set up. There's some guidance that guides you on how to do that, or just go to Google and say, how do I set up Google Search Console? Okay, and it should take you maybe 15 minutes or so. If you're having some problems, let us know. But you do have to get something from Google. You've got to put it on your website in the right spot. So there is a couple steps there. If you have any problems, hit up our help center, help.carrot.com. Look up Google Search Console. There very likely should be a help tutorial there. If you still can't figure it out, hit up our support in live chat. Okay. So you want this first, because this is going to give you some basics. It's going to give you what's the trend. You can see this one has been trending down, and it stopped dead right there because this website had a domain issue. They didn't catch it, and it went offline for several weeks. That's why I wanted to bring this one up, because you can see it shows there's a problem. And so you're going to be able to see what's the trend. My impressions is one of the first things I want to look at. Have my impressions gone down? If impressions have gone down, that means you're no longer showing high in the search results, or some of those searches now that you were showing high up are dominated by AI overviews. Maybe you're not included in it. Okay. But the reason this one went down is because they stopped focusing on it and their website went dead and we got it back. Now let's go to clicks. So you can see clicks was staying decently consistent, even though impressions were slightly edging down. They were staying decently consistent until then. And then we got the site back up and it's going up again. Okay. So we want to know what's our average click-through rate. What's our average position? What are the keywords that are popping up that this website's ranking well for? Okay. So get that set in place, because it's going to give you more information. It's going to tell you, am I at least showing up more? Are impressions growing? And am I getting clicks? Okay. The next thing, and this is pretty technical, y'all. So if you're not a Carrot member, bear with me. You need to have what's called an LLMS text file. Okay. This is getting a little technical. Now, this is one of the reasons we exist for y'all at Carrot. Okay. So you don't have to go hire a custom web developer on WordPress or Upwork or hope that someone or one of the other platforms has this taken care of for you. Most of those people probably are behind the times and probably don't have these hard baked into all of their websites already. We got this out a good little while ago, where now every single Carrot website has an LLMS text file to basically feed the AI models for you. We're saying we're going to send the information to GPT, to Perplexity, to Google AI Mode for you. But here's the cool thing. You can customize it, so you can use just the basic version that we've already created for you, where we're going to always send the latest information, the latest page, the latest content to the AI tools for you. Okay, but you can also customize it. You can make it so if you want to go advanced with it, you can train it to say to send exactly what you want to send over to the AI models. But you've got to have an LLMS text file in place on your website. Carrot's already got it. And if you want to know where yours is, you can go over here to SEO, go to SEO settings, which is where'd it go? Settings is probably over there. Go to SEO settings, and then you're going to be able to scroll way down here. Robot Meta, Webmaster, bam, 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 bam. I just found it. I probably just scrolled right by it. Anyway, it's on your SEO settings tab. I just probably scrolled right over the top of it, but it is here. It's there for you guys. Okay. So now we got that in place. If you're not a Carrot member, join the Carrot. It's already in place for you. You never have to worry about that kind of stuff. We get ahead of it for you. The next thing, guys, is all of the search engines, all the AI tools are all saying page speed is insanely important. Okay. Because they do not want to refer someone over to a website that is going to have a page speed issue. Here's one of our clients, Josh and Tiffany High. They moved over from a custom website, a WordPress site, over into Carrot. The main reason they did the custom WordPress site is because it looked the way that they wanted it to look, right? They're like, I didn't know that you could build something like that on Carrot. So this is their Carrot website. Guys, this is a Carrot website. It looks amazing. A lot of people would say, man, that doesn't look exactly like a Carrot website. They use this primarily for Google PPC. It's not optimized well for SEO right now. It's a PPC tool. But this was done through our services division. So if anyone wants to really lift up their visual on their website, you can do some amazing things on the Carrot platform. Look at this one, guys. This is a Carrot website. Okay, sold fast. This was done through our services team as well. So if anyone wants to uplift the visual of your website or even have more help, go here to marketplace.carrot.com. We'll link it up for you. Go to make your website stand out and engage with our team. If you're not sure which service to engage with, just go ahead and set up a call. You can ping our team right here, and they can help you set up a call with one of our sales reps. Okay, guys, so check that out. But every second slower load time, it reduces conversion by about 0.5%. So if your website, I was looking at one the other day, looks amazing. It's a non-Carrot website. We're actually bringing one of our a client over. He's ranked #1 in the Fresno market, has for 7 years with the Carrot website, but he didn't know you could make it look a certain way. He didn't know you could make it look more custom. He hasn't touched that site in 7 years, but he's like, I don't want to touch it. It's ranking #1 in Fresno, and I'm getting tons of leads. So he wanted one that looked more branded to him, one that told his story, the things I was telling you before, that owned his brand name. That was the thing that he was going to really have be the entity owner. He launched a custom WordPress site. It looks the way he wants it to look, performed brutally slowly. It was one of the slowest ones I've seen in a long time, 30-something mobile, 50-something desktop. So he's actually bringing that over now to Carrot through our concierge team to make it not only have amazing speed on mobile and desktop, but look amazingly well, guys. We got you covered. Let us know. Okay. So let me get past this one. Next one is this, and this is a little more complicated. I'm not really going to talk deeply about this. We're going to do this in the challenge more deeply and just continue to look at more of our training coming out. But one of the things that we need to do for our entities is have structured data. Now, what is structured data? Okay, structured data is a little piece of code that you put in your website, and that tells Google or tells ChatGPT a little bit more information about that page. It gives them a better structure to say, hey, here's some more information about the page. I want to give it to you in a better order, GPT or Google, okay? And there's something called schema. And so what we have found is those websites that are ranking well up in those AI search results are in general using schema. Okay, there's a schema called the local business schema. Okay, local business schema, which asks a bunch of questions. What's your address? What's your company name? What are your products? A bunch of things. What about reviews? It asks every question that a local business would ask. You can add schema on your Carrot website. Just go to our help center. It's going to show you how to do so. And like I said, we will have some direction on this in the challenge as well. Okay, let me see if it comes up here. I was looking at the other day, so I know it's in here. So here's a tutorial on it, guys. Head to help.carrot.com, how to add schema markup. And you're going to want to add the local business schema and a couple other things in there. Okay, those are things that we are adding those things as we go to make them default. And as we find new things are working, we're going to build them into the system for you guys. Okay, so here's a couple things here. Let me move past this one here. The website content structure isn't dramatically different, if at all, from what we've been teaching for the last 7 years. Okay, so that's good news. Is if you want to rank well in local searches as an investor, as an agent, as a plumber, the website content structure is pretty much what we've been teaching. The reason we teach that, like I said, going all the way back to the start of the call, is we want to teach things that are evergreen. We want to teach things that are going to be working in 10 years from now with Google, not just something that's gaming the system. Okay. So the one big difference I would say for a hyper local service. So if you're not a national lead generation service, if you're not going after national rankings, I would say blog posts have really started to diminish in the need of having to make a blog post. Okay. And I'm going to walk you guys through where blog posts are useful and where location pages or service pages are useful. Okay. So the first thing is your homepage. And the one thing that kind of it's not new, but I would say it's more important now than ever, is you want to make sure that your homepage you want to make sure your Google business profile is the same market that your homepage is. Okay. Or just like Rapid Fire Home Buyers, they have one website for all of their markets, but they have location pages for each one of those markets. Each one of those Google business profiles, okay, that is in a different market should link to that market's location page. Okay. So you want to make sure that those match towards those locations. But you also want to look at what are the categories, like what categories did I put in Google My Business? What categories? And I'm going to show you guys some here in a second. You want to make sure that those words are actually used on your pages. So the actual words of the categories of the services you offer, bring those over from Google Business Profile and make sure that they're mentioned on your pages. And in many cases, I'm going to probably use them as H2s on some of those pages. We're going to dive deeper into that in the challenge this next month and show you guys exactly what to do. But the structure is very similar. Homepage with your top quote unquote keyword and topic. And then you're going to pick your categories. So it's, we buy houses quickly or whatever it's going to be in these markets. And so you're going to do it for each one of those markets. And then whatever services you offer in those markets. So if you offer a service for buying a house cash, for listing a house as an agent, if you offer a service for fix and flip, each one of those services should have some level of a different page and they're interlinked together. So I'm not going to that in detail because we've taught this in depth over the years and it's pretty much, I would say 95% the same going into the AI world. Okay. So the next question that pops up though is, well, what about content, Trevor? So has content changed in the AI search world? Can we use AI tools to write content for us? Well, in this study that we found, when you use 100% AI content versus AI assisted but human driven content, you end up getting much better scores on the AI tools than you do with AI content alone. So you end up finding a a tone of voice has a good score, but everything else was weak. Okay, SEO was weak, readability was weak, originality was weak. What does that say? Engagement potential is weak. When we go over to have AI assisting us with content, that we go through and update it, add our own lingo to it, add our own stories to it, add some unique photos to it, then that's where it starts to have tone of voice is great. Originality, it looks like it got a little bit lower score, but everything else was amazing. So I would suggest using AI tools like ours right here. So I'm going to pull this one up inside of Carrot. And one of the first things I want you guys to do that you guys probably have not done yet is go in here to settings. Okay, so pull up your Carrot website, go to settings. And if you want to use our AI page rewrite tool, go in here and fill out your business description. This is a new field that we created just recently, this past month or two. And this is where you're going to be able to fill out your business description. And you can use ChatGPT to help you with that, or you can use this AI tool that we've created that will give everyone who joins Carrot before the end of the week. We're going to give you this tool as a bonus. You can literally put in here, I need help creating a business description that will be used for an AI content writing tool. Ask me any questions necessary to get what you need to write me a thorough business description. Okay. You can put something like that. It's going to ask you some good questions. Spend 5-10 minutes answering those questions. I can guarantee this is going to strengthen the quality of all of your content. It's going to put it in. You just copy and paste it right in there, y'all. Okay, copy and paste it right in there. And now, once you have that in place in your business description, our system is now going to pull from that anytime you're going to be writing custom content. Anytime you're going to be writing custom content. If I want to write custom content with the AI tool in this page right here, and let's pretend that I had that business description page filled out. That's probably a terrible page to do it on. But let's go grab this one here. Cash offer page. And if I wanted to create some content that was unique and different from the Carrot stock content, I can go up here into the AI rewrite tool, and you can say, well, I just want to personalize it, or I want to fix grammars and error. I want to simplify it, or I want to make it longer. We have more features in here. So let's say we're going to personalize it. If we would have that business description in there, it's going to pull from that business description. It's going to pull from all of your experience. If you say we've been doing business for 20 years and did 500 deals, and we have these people on our team, and here's 10 testimonials, and here's all this stuff, it's going to use that stuff to write it into your entire content. Okay, so we can take all this content if we wanted to, rewrite that whole selection, and it's going to go through, grab every bit of context that you just gave it, and now all the content you use in the AI rewrite tool is going to be informed with that. I would add as much possible context as you can into that company box, and it's going to help. All right, guys, that makes sense, y'all. I want you guys using these features. Use these features, okay? I see some questions coming in. I'm going to answer those questions here in a bit. I'm going to blow through this and then get to the questions, okay? Create structured page blog content. What you guys are seeing very, very frequently now, you guys are going to see it everywhere, is home pages and pages that you want to have rank well should have FAQs on them. Okay, they should have FAQs on them. If you look at Amazon always has FAQs on those now. Okay, and that's something they added in the last 2 to 3 years, FAQs and everything. You start to see home pages, you start to see high ranking pages in this market. They all have FAQ pages on them. So if you want to launch, or not FAQ pages, they have FAQs at the bottom of the page. Okay, if you want to launch an FAQ on any page that you want to, and I would highly suggest everybody do this right now. Okay, go into your content section. And so just go to content and go to pages and go to whatever page. It could be a blog post. It could be a page that you want to add that into. And let's say I'm going to add this into, I want to see if he has a market page right here. Okay, so Clarksville. I'm going to pop over here to Clarksville, and I'm going to go ahead and eliminate that. We'll bring up this here, which is kind of our blocks that we can add in here. And then I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom of the page, which is where I would want to add an FAQ. And let's say I'm going to put it right here. Okay, so I'm going to add that bad boy right there. I'm going to go to patterns, and I'm going to go down here to, I think it's probably, let's see, might be uncategorized, but there's all kinds of options that you guys can do inside of here. Okay, there's data. You can put data actions in here. You can put about actions in here. You can move all kinds of cool information over here. Blank layouts, content layouts, which that's probably where it is actually. There we go, an FAQ. So I just want to go ahead and drag that bad boy over. I've now got an FAQ section on this page, which AI wants to see and Google wants to see. And now I can go in and customize this content if I want. And I can even customize it with AI tool. So I'm just going to go ahead and rewrite that selection so it's unique to me. Bam. Especially if I gave that AI rewrite tool context in that business section, it's going to rewrite that content with the context, which is amazing. And the way our rewrite tool works, guys, it keeps your keywords in, it keeps your backlinks in, or your links in, it keeps your short codes in for your location. So I'm going to save that, and that's in place now. All righty, guys. Cool. Tip, a well dialed in about page. Take a picture of this. I'm not going to spend much time on it. I want you guys making your about pages stronger. Okay, this is not only for search, it's going to help you with search, but it's for conversion as well. Okay, I want every single about page to have an easy link on how to get in contact with them. I want you not just saying, "Hey, we do this for business." I want you telling a story. Hey, we went into buying houses, or I became a real estate agent 15 years ago because blah 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 blah. Why are you in this business? What are you passionate about? What do you like to serve people in? Okay, a link to additional social media profiles on that about page. Hey, find me in any of these 5 spots as well. Okay, multimedia of you. It'd be amazing if there's a video of you on there. Hey, this is Johnny with ABC Home Buyers. Or hey, this is Johnny with ABC HVAC. Or hey, this is Johnny with ABC Realty. And I just want to first of all, welcome you to my website. I think Anthony Beckham does this pretty good. Let me see. I know he does a lot of videos, so I'm making a guess that he likely has a video on here somewhere, but I wasn't sure yet. There we go. So guys, look at this about page, and he is showing up everywhere in the AI searches for local stuff. Meet our team. Okay. Here's links to and he has hyperlinked up these other social things. He talks about the story. He talks about why they went into business. He talks about more things. What's their mission? What's their vision? What are their core values? Let's meet the team members. Guys, this is what an about page should look like. Okay. How to contact us. So that's your about page template, y'all. Okay, you do that, you're going to give yourself an edge in the market because it's going to see you as trustworthy and credible. All right, guys, if you haven't done it yet, like I said, I'm giving you guys the 30,000 foot view, then I'm digging deep into some tactics, but scan that QR code, go follow me on Instagram, DM me these words, Trevor, I want in the AI SEO challenge for October. If that's the case, we are doing it now because I got over 20 in there. And then we're going to launch it probably first, second, third week of October. I've got a trip in Tampa next week. So I got to prepare for it. Might be mid-October, actually, as I'm saying that. I don't want to make it too ambitious, Brady, when I'm going to be out of town next week. But I can guarantee you guys this is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. It's going to dramatically accelerate where you guys want to go. It's probably going to be about $100, but you're going to be getting $10,000 worth of value on this. So if you guys want in on that, you guys want to be the first, there will be a cap on it. So that's why I'm saying for the people on this call, hit me up on Instagram, DM me. You guys will be the first who are going to get the link so it doesn't fill up and get it. All right, guys, step 3, and I'm at time, but I'm going to blow through this. Actually, let me ask you guys a question. Okay, I'm at 90 minutes right now. I still have a little bit of time. I have the third stage here, which is probably going to take me 15 minutes. Are you guys cool with me? Are you guys getting value from this? And are you guys cool with me going and finishing out step 3, or do you guys want me to stop and stay tight to my 90-minute promise? Pop in the comments box. If I see a bunch of people blowing it up saying, no, Trevor, finish it out, 15 minutes more, let's do step 3, then I'll finish it out. Awesome. Beautiful. Let's do it then. Cool. So step 3, go off page, build your trust, credibility everywhere. So this is probably the least sexy looking slide in the entire presentation, but it's one of the most important. So build a multi-channel AI SEO strategy. I don't want you to think that this is complicated. I don't want you to think that this is going to take a lot of time. I don't want you to think this takes any technical aptitude at all. What it takes is a decision to say, I love evergreen leads, the best leads, the most motivated leads coming to me, and I don't want it to stop. Or I want to amplify it and have it grow. Or I just got started. I haven't gotten any results yet. And you know what? Maybe really me stepping into doing well in the AI search world is going to be easier for me than the traditional search world. It takes a decision to say, I'm going to do it. And then you have to block out time on your calendar or have a VA help you do this stuff. And it's going to be, like I said, guys, maybe an hour to a month on this stuff can keep you guys ahead. Okay. Leverage forums like Reddit, Quora, for trusted peer insights. That's so the search engines can see that you are commenting, representing your business, you're answering questions, you're authoritative, you are active, and they're going to elevate you in all their search results. Okay, use YouTube to deliver explainer videos. And I'm going to show you what that means here in a second. And then drive reviews consistently. Okay, so we talked above about the profiles. So this is off page stuff. We talked a little bit about your NAP, name, address, and phone. And the big thing, and Keith Sant was on our summit this last season, and he's talked about this at Carrot Camps before. So I want to give Keith the full credit here, that he always says, guys, if there is a field in your Google business profile that you can fill it out. It's like, because Google is not offering you all these fields just for giggles, right? They're offering you these fields because they think those fields help make your profile complete and help make it more valuable for the searcher. So if Google gives you a suggestion to fill out a field, go fill it out, okay? And fill it out completely. So every profile you have, your Facebook page, your LinkedIn page, fill it out completely. Okay, it should have your company name, your logo. It should have a description that matches the description elsewhere. It should have a link to your website. It should have whatever it allows you to have, pictures, videos, things like that. Okay, fill in all available fields and add rich content, photos, descriptions, FAQs, menus, anything it'll let you do. So that initial setup might take you a couple hours. Might take you a couple hours to do that initial setup. And then it's just a little bit of time, maybe an hour a month. Have a VA do that work for you. Just updating stuff, making it updated. Okay, the next thing is leverage YouTube to build trust with the AI models. You saw earlier that Google's number one source for their information is YouTube. Their number two source was Reddit, and number three, I think, might have been Wikipedia or something like that. Okay, so YouTube is insanely important. When we start to do Google searches, you guys see YouTube being cited often. That's going to happen more and more in local businesses when local businesses use YouTube more. So the problem is YouTube tends to be used more at the informational level. That's why YouTube is getting cited so much more at the informational search level. How to tie a tie. You're probably going to get 2 or 3 YouTube videos cited up in that AI overview. But if people type in best real estate agents in Roseburg or how to sell a house in probate in Duluth, there's probably not a lot of videos on that topic. If there were more videos on that topic, you would now have a chance to be able to be cited in that, and you can be the one standing out there. Okay, so let's go ahead and link this up. So at the very start of this presentation, I showed a screenshot of a website that had a ChatGPT lead in it, right? So that client who is in our Epic program as well, the high-level coaching program of anyone who's doing 300,000 to biggest customers doing 12 million in that group. We help you grow through those pain lines. That's a business coaching program, not a marketing program. What we teach at Carrot is the marketing side. Okay. So he's in that program. And I remember way back when, like I said, February, March, April, he had said, hey guys, I got my first ChatGPT lead. Other people in the group who were ranked well in Google were not getting ChatGPT leads. And they're like, what's going on? And so Brad, then I looked in there and he's gotten consistent ChatGPT leads, not a large volume of them, but he's getting consistent ChatGPT leads ever since. And that one that I showed you is from September 12th. So very recently. So we start to ask the question, well, why is Brad in a small market, solo dude, why is he getting ChatGPT leads when I'm not? One of the reasons, and we'll go to his website, but one of the reasons, y'all, is because of his website. First of all, so we'll go to Arbor View Home Buyers. Okay. So we'll go down here. Oops, what just happened there? Ba-bam. Go to Arbor View Home Buyers, Arbor View Properties. Okay. So I'm on his website right here. What do we see? We see content. We see reviews and links to those reviews. We see him stepping out with personality, with context. We see entities, him saying, hey, we help with foreclosure and probate and too many repairs and all these different topics and he's made pages for each one of these. These are each an entity that he's then created content around. He's got foreclosure content around these. Okay, let's go to these other ones, guys. Over here, too many repairs. He's got content about sellers he helped that he bought as is or too many repairs. What are you guys seeing here? He's building a massive authority hub on the topics. So when anyone types any of these searches that might pop up, his website is the authority. Okay. He has the YouTube videos over here. Does that have a ton of subscribers? No, a few hundred. Is he getting a ton of views? No, a few dozen, right? But what if one of these was a seller? Would it be worth that 30 minutes to record that video or that hour to do that video if you got a $50,000 deal out of that one video? But what's happening is because he's putting in these topics, in here. And then he's linking up his website. Then it's building up that website in Google's eyes and ChatGPT's eyes as the authority. Okay. So topical content, description about the page, linking up website. Topical content, description about the video, linking to website. Look at this, guys. From probate to closing, how long does it take? Topical thing, link to website. And then the website needs to reflect something similar. And then he, like I said, he listed all the different strategies he can help people on. And then he has videos in each one. I'm not saying you guys have to do that. I'm saying that's one of the reasons Brad's winning. Okay, so you guys get to choose if you want to step into that or not. And like I said, you can use some of our features. We do have some really cool features on the Carrot platform that I feel are underused, but maybe they've been waiting for the AI age. Maybe that's what they've been waiting for. But there's a feature called video posts. If you go here to add a post, we have our video post feature, create a video post. I can literally take a video of Brad right here, take the URL, go back to video post, wherever I was. I've got too many things open here. Put that in, click next. It's going to import that video in. It's going to then tell me how much it's going to cost to go transcribe that thing, which is $7, a $7 piece of content, guys. It's going to make that piece of content. You want those videos to be about 3 to 10 minutes long. And that's probably going to be about a 600, 700 word article. I get the article done. It's going to email me 2 to 3 hours later. Then if I wanted to, I can use the AI rewrite tool to rewrite some of that content if I wanted to customize it. Excuse me. So guys, what I'm walking you through is not complicated, but it does take commitment. Okay. Brad's going to keep getting those ChatGPT and AI overview leads while others aren't, because he has a strategy to be the most trusted. Leverage Reddit, Quora, Google business profile reviews to engage. Okay. So this is that example I showed you before. So everybody who joins the AI SEO challenge this next month in October is going to get this prompt. And this prompt is a prompt that you should put in once a quarter, once a month. And it's going to find, probably once a quarter, it's going to find all of the Reddit threads that are related to your topic. And if anyone on here is wondering, like, Trevor, there's no way anyone's talking about home buyers in Louisville, Kentucky and Reddit. So this is what it found when I put it in for simplysold.com. Here's the thread. Buying a home in Louisville, ask questions, trust your blah. So it says, here's a summary. A user is sharing frustrations. And this is the output that GPT gave me after using this prompt that I'm going to give you guys when you guys join that challenge. A user is sharing frustrations about feeling pressured by agents, problems with overpricing, sellers or buyers feeling frustrated. It's going to give you an angle on how you can now approach that conversation, guys. Okay, you'll just click the link. Literally, there's the link. Click the link. Go grab this, engage as you, modify that slightly, bam, bounce to the next one. Okay. Down here, as is sale of home. Homeowner is wanting to sell a home as is in Louisville, seeking advice on how to maximize what they get. This is very relevant. Sellers, offer insight on what as is truly means in a local market. Guys, this can take you 30 minutes a month max, using this tool I'm going to give you guys in the challenge. Okay, rapid fire home buyers. They respond to every single review. If you guys are not responding to reviews, you need to respond to reviews. Respond to every single review and do it timely. Okay, Brandon loved working with them, and then their team member responded quickly. You do that, guys, you're creating relevant conversation in the market. Okay, and then make sure you're continuing to generate reviews. So this was a search I did in GPT preparing for this presentation in that Louisville market. And I said, hey, I'm looking to sell my house in Louisville for cash. Help me find a cash home buyer. This is the options it gave me. The number one option, JP Pirtle, Carrot client. Number 2 option, Home Investors, national brand. Number 3 option, cash offer, Kentucky, Carrot client. Number 4 option, Chris Buys Homes, Carrot client. Number 5, a person that's not a Carrot client. So guys, like 3 out of the 5 that were mentioned in there were Carrot clients. That's not an accident, y'all. That's not an accident. Part of it's because of the way the website's structured. Part of it's because of what we teach. Part of it's because of the content that you've got on there. But a big part of it, guys, when you start to look at this, JP Pirtle has a bunch of reviews. Cash Offer Kentucky has reviews. Chris Buys Homes has reviews. So we've been teaching to drive reviews for years at Carrot. And what I want to say is not only do reviews help you rank well, even if you only do direct mail, I don't care if you're looking to rank well in Google at all. If you only do direct mail, reviews are critical. because when someone searches your company name, they want to see positive reviews. You could be losing hundreds of thousands of dollars, at least tens of thousands of dollars right now per year if you are not focusing on reviews. One lost deal, right? I want you guys to write down, what is your average profit per deal right now in your market? What's your average profit per deal? Is it 10K, 20K, 50K? Write that down. And then ask the question, if you haven't indexed into asking for a review with every single transaction and making sure that that happened, how many of those deals have you likely lost this past 12 months? How many deals have you likely lost this past 12 months already? And then times that by that number. Many of you have lost 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. One of our clients was losing over $200,000 a year verifiable because they didn't tie down their online credibility well. We want you guys to nail this. We want to make it easy. Okay. In that AI challenge, or the AI SEO challenge, another thing I'm going to give you guys is my customer review machine. So my customer review machine is a program I have in my Epic program. You guys look at Eric Martin that I showed you guys before and Rapid Fire Home Buyers. They grew their reviews from like 15 to 20 reviews in one of their markets to up over 80 to 90 within a month period. Now that works for them because they do 500 transactions a year, right? I can't say everyone can grow them that fast, but they took this customer review machine training and process and scripts. They executed it to all their past deals and they executed it for all their current deals, and they dramatically grew their reviews. That's why they're winning. I'm going to give that to everybody as a part of the AI challenge, guys. I'm just going to show you the link here in a bit. There we go. Customer review engine. I just talked about it there. And we'll go from there. All right. Quality citations. This is the last tip, guys. Then we're going to wrap. Okay. Quality citations. So backlinks. There's a question that I think people are going to have on backlinks. What should I do? Are they still useful? Should I still do backlinks? Right. I want you guys to pop in the comments box if you guys have been having questions about backlinks yourselves. Okay. And I'm going to go to the SEO tool. And so for those of you who are in our SEO suite, who have the SEO suite, or in our new pricing plans, let's go over here to Carrot pricing plans. In our new pricing plans, if you're in the middle plan, the 149, the plus plan, which is the most popular, you're going to get the advanced SEO tools, which gives you the backlink analytics. It gives you unlimited AI rewrites like I showed. It's going to give you the content scoring. It's going to give you the keywords, the keyword tool, the quarterly SEO audits with our team. It's going to give you so much more. I'm going to give you more keywords. Okay, all kinds of things. So if you're in that plan there, you unlock this feature here, and then you can go down here to backlinks, and it's going to unlock your backlink report. Okay, and we update it for weekly. So it's going to tell you how many links you have. That's going to tell you if they're good, if they're bad. It's going to go over here, backlinks over time. Is it growing? You can go over here and see the backlinks to see if they're good backlinks or not. So this is an amazing tool. You'd have to pay, $30 to $100 a month just to access this feature and the other tools. Okay. So the reason I'm saying this is, are backlinks still relevant? So they are, but what my prediction is, and I could fall flat on my face here, but I don't believe I will. And I gave a prediction. I think it was pre-COVID. I gave a prediction on one of my podcasts about the future of search. And the future of search, in that podcast, what I walked through is exactly what's happening right now. I just didn't know it was going to be from a company called ChatGPT that was going to drive something called AI overviews and AI mode. I had no clue how it was going to happen, but exactly how search is happening right now, where it's going to consolidate down to one answer with a few sources cited. If you don't like those, you can unlock and see some more answers. That's exactly what's happening. That's what I predicted pre-COVID. Okay. The reason I bring this up is because I researched so much and see so much data. My predictions in online marketing tend to be true more often than not. Okay, so what I'm predicting with backlinks is I'm predicting the need for a lot of backlinks, hundreds of backlinks or thousands of backlinks in this market is going to go away, which I think is a good thing. I predict that those who are building tons of backlinks through AI backlink builders, through crappy sources, where you're building 300, 500, 1,000 in a month, I feel that those are actually going to harm over the short term and long term. I feel that one good quality link, the way that I'm going to show you guys here, is going to be worth 500 links, the ways that most people are doing them right now. Okay. And so what I did not do, guys, is I did not do very good animations on this one. So I'll do it the old fashioned way and see if this works. So right here, how do we get good quality backlinks? I want you guys going hyper local. You're going to have to pay a little bit more for these, but these are actually not gaming the system at all. These are you doing what you should be doing as a business to be a credible business in general. Okay. This is not for SEO. This is being a credible business in general. what we're finding is we are finding a dramatic correlation with Chamber of Commerce membership and Chamber of Commerce links to your website in showing that as a credible source in AI search. Okay. So I went and was working with one of our clients in one market. We looked up what the Chamber of Commerce costs in that market. Their lowest tier was $500, which is probably a ripoff, but it's much better than spending a bunch of money on a bunch of crappy backlinks. That one backlink from your local Chamber of Commerce, confirm that they are going to give you a link, is going to be insanely valuable. Okay. Trade associations. If there's trade associations, the Home Builders Association, if you're a contractor as well, get those memberships in those trade associations, get those links. Local business partnerships. Okay. If you are a partner with your broker, your real estate broker, with your lender, with your title company, with your insurance company, see if they can have on their page a link on their page of vendors or partners. Guys, those are the links that we want. Okay. Now let's go to this. The next thing. This is kind of off of the beaten path a little bit. Guys, I would even suggest, I've seen this work with other people reporting it, that they were able to dominate in their local search market, in the AI search world, and in the Google search world with the Chamber of Commerce link. They sponsored a youth sports team, which also gave them a link on that youth sports team's website. And they sponsored a couple charity events. That alone trounced the hundreds or thousands of backlinks that the other people had in that market. And within weeks, they saw their ranking dramatically increase. Okay, I can't promise that for everybody, but I can say that the AI search mode and Google in general is going to be looking more hyper local for this credibility and links. Sponsor a youth sports team, sponsor a youth sports league, get visibility locally. If they might Google search your name, which is good. That drives good authoritative signals as well, even if all they do is Google search your name. Okay. Charities and nonprofits. We've been teaching this one for probably 10 years. Okay. This is not a new one, guys. Sponsor local charities and nonprofits, community foundations, service clubs. And so now I'll go back up to here and then we'll move to a finish here. Okay. So the next question here is, well, how do we know which ones to pick? Okay. Number one, verify that they've got an online presence. They should have a website. Okay. Before committing, make sure they've got a website. It's active. It's authoritative. It's not a pile of junk. It's not just a social media page. If all they have is a social media page, no website. If you're looking at it from the link perspective, then don't go for it. If you're looking at to support them, amazing, go for it. Align with your audience. The sponsor events that your target audience might actually attend. Okay, because I want them to maybe do some brand search, which helps with your Google and AI ranking. Confirm a backlink. Hey, Johnny, if I'm going to support this, would you guys possibly be able to have a supporters page? Just link up my website on there. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, negotiate that backlink if you have to. Okay, and explicitly confirm that your business will be featured with a link on the website. Don't assume. Okay, you can seek media coverage. If the event typically draws local attention, if you sponsored an event, your sponsorship may also result in mentions in news articles. So as an example, we've got a thing called Blocktoberfest that's going to be happening down here in Roseburg. And there's a title sponsor on it. And that title sponsor can negotiate how a title sponsor gets named. So on the radio, on the TV, on the local newspaper, if it's the Carrot Brewfest, and then it links up carrot.com, that's an amazing, amazing investment and an amazing thing on the search side. You guys can sponsor things you're passionate about and just negotiate with them how they're mentioned. And then consider longevity. Is that a long-term partnership or is it something you're just looking to do once? Okay, guys, that's going to be something that not only can help you on the SEO side, but also going to help you just enjoy the impact you're making locally. It can help you connect locally, and you may do more business just because of those connections. Okay, guys. So we're going to pull to a wrap now here. Local SEO isn't just surviving the generative AI shift. It's thriving. Local SEO is thriving right now. And I think local SEO is going to continue to thrive if you make the changes we're talking about. Investing in visibility across the platforms, accurate business data, review generation will remain discoverable no matter how the search landscape evolves. So what we dove into today, guys, is we talked about the impending shift that's happening in search. We talked about how to reframe that SEO mindset to adapt towards entities and making sure that we're not just looking at keywords anymore. The three pillars of AI SEO and how to apply them. We talked about getting things consistent. Number one, nailing the tech stack. Number two, and then talking in content. And then number three, talking about what you do off page. And then we talked about some of those fundamental website tweaks, right? Make them load fast. Get the LLM.txt file up. Get that FAQ setting up on all of your Carrot location pages and homepage, and kind of customize some of that content with that AI tool, or to customize it. You structure that site the right way. Okay. So guys, what I walk through is a sliver. When I was literally doing the research for this over the past several months, but especially the past couple of weeks, I was looking at this going, I could do 12 webinars this next 2 months and I wouldn't cover everything. So we're going to be coming at you guys consistently in the Facebook group, consistently on our content we're posting, consistently in our YouTube channel, consistently in your email inbox, consistently everywhere. You're going to be seeing us everywhere, guiding you through this change, because we know that when you step into this commitment, you're going to be rewarded massively and handsomely with then all the other people who are not, they're going to be caught behind the times 12, 18, 24 months. They're going to be trying to play catch up. Okay. If you guys want to be ahead of the game, if you don't want to play catch up, if you want to make sure to take the easier route, align with us at Carrot, migrate your site over. We're seeing people every single week migrate over from custom WordPress sites, from our competitor sites, because we are a best of class tool. We focus on being the best at what we do, not on building features, every single feature in the book. We have an amazing website and online marketing platform for inbound marketers. We have an amazing CRM platform for inbound marketers. And we focus on making those the best we can for inbound marketers, okay? Not piling every feature under the sun just because we think we can pile that feature in. So guys, scan that. Follow me on Instagram. Hit me with the DM. Trevor, I want in the AI SEO challenge for October. Like I said, it'll probably be about $100. I'm going to give you all the prompts that I use. I'm going to give you the tools, the AI tools that I use. I'm going to give you the customer review machine and so much more in that challenge. And we're going to announce what the format's going to look like, how long it's going to be, because I wasn't fully sure if we're going to get the interest for it, but the interest is there and we're going to pull it off and we're going to make it happen. All right. Look at all these little prompts I put in here, guys. This is how long I've actually done a webinar. I said, now transition and make an offer. So I'm going to make an offer for you guys. Okay. So how can Carrot help? Well, the first thing that I want you guys to do is set up a strategy call with our customers, our customer specialists, if you're not a Carrot member yet. Okay. So you guys can just go to that QR code that I put at the start. I'll give you the QR code again. And if you're like, I'm just curious what Carrot can do, and I've already got a website, I just need to see if it's good. I can just make a guarantee that if you leverage our platform, trust in us, and execute what we teach, you will get better performance on Carrot on the website. Okay, than a custom website 9 times out of 10 in any other platforms. Okay, we're gonna invest with you. You got to invest with us. Okay, but if you have questions, set up a sales call, a call with one of our customer specialists. They'll walk you through it. They'll answer your questions. They can show you things. If you're interested in the CRM side of our product, talk with them about that as well. Okay, then launch your first Carrot site, or if you already have a Carrot site, if you're already a Carrot member, which I know a lot of y'all, use the tips I just gave you today to that base level of optimization. Okay, and then unlock the SEO tools, guys. So if you do not have the SEO tools unlocked right now, and you are a Carrot member, I was talking with the Carrot member yesterday, and they're in a way legacy plan that we have. Is like 9-year-old plan. And that plan, unless they move into a new plan, it doesn't unlock the pro SEO tools. And so for them, it makes insane sense to move from their legacy plan into one of these newer plans that's going to be able to help them unlock the full-blown SEO tools. So you're going to be able to get one high-converting website. You can add as unlimited websites in there for $29 a month. Cash buyer website, land websites, real estate agent websites, HVAC websites, home services. There's other ones coming. Notes, mobile home websites. Like I said, cash buyer, motivated seller, the whole thing. You're going to get a free version of our Carrot CRM, which is insanely robust, not just for free, for anything. So you're going to get a free version of that. If you guys don't have a CRM already. And that CRM is scalable to the biggest businesses in the country. We have some of the biggest businesses in the country that are doing $5, $6, $7, $10 million a year on wholesaling and flipping using Carrot CRM and Investor Fuse. So it's scalable massively. It's going to unlock the SEO tools that I walked through today. It's going to allow you to track a bunch of campaigns. It's going to allow you to track a bunch of keywords. And it's also going to add our new call tracking feature in there. Every single person who joins is going to get one custom phone call tracking number that you can add to your account. You just go up here, log into the top of your account, y'all. You're going to see call tracking as a new option up here, and you can add your new number. Okay, so add a new number. If you don't already have a number, this site already added a number, and now that is your phone number. You can add unlimited numbers. I think they're $3 a month or so for any additional after the first one. The first one's free. But then you can see what marketing campaigns do I have this running on? What are my numbers? You can stack up those numbers. You have a number for this direct mail campaign, a number for that direct mail campaign, a number for this Google ad campaign, a number for this Facebook ad campaign, the whole thing, guys. Okay. And then you also can listen to these, and you do have the AI tool that is an optional upgrade that is, I think it's $30 a month or so, that you can add on to your call tracking as you really ramp it up. Because let's say you have 5, 6, 7 phone tracking numbers, you're getting 10, 20 calls a week. This tool will automatically rate every phone call based on our sales call criteria. How well did that call go? How well did you or that rep on your team handle that call with that seller, with that buyer? It's going to give you a score. It's going to give you a summary of that call, an AI summary of that call. What went down? What was talked about? What did you guys finish with? And then it's going to give you the full transcript of that call to go through. So that's just $30 a month. If you guys want to unlock that power and stack up these, it's in there, guys. We have so many new features we've rolled out. Okay. So if you guys want to talk to a person on our sales team, if you're not a Carrot member, just scan that QR code, set up a call with them directly. Or if you don't need that, just go to www.carrot.com/plans. That's carrot.com/plans. And we're going to give you some bonuses. Okay. Some of those bonuses I talked about before. Anybody that joins Carrot, or anybody that is a Carrot member right now, you're going to get the Revenue OS marketing tool. Okay. That's something that literally we haven't given outside of my coaching group or people who bought a $700 package at Summit. Okay. And this probably will be the last time I give this out for free, because we're going to be pulling this, making it even more powerful. And future webinar, this one is probably not going to be given out for free. So you're going to get this minimum $500 value. I've baked in all my copywriting resources, all my copywriting training, good examples of copywriting for real estate investors, for agents, for buyers, for sellers. It can help you start writing copy. It can review your ad copy or your website copy. It can help you craft your unique selling proposition and your brand voice and make a brand voice guide. It can help you make a marketing plan. And we're going to be adding functions to it related to the AI side of it. Okay, guys, if you join Carrot this week, this bonus is going to be given to you. If you don't join Carrot before the end of this week, which is by Sunday, this bonus goes away. Okay. There's the Revenue Unlock. I don't have the picture of this right now. It's a tool that I use with my clients on the coaching side to pinpoint the single constraint holding your business back from growing. It's a one-page worksheet with the training that goes with it. I did it with my marketing team about a month and a half ago as I stepped in with that team to figure out what our focus is going to be. And the crazy thing is, like, oftentimes we think one thing is the issue or the constraint, but the actual constraint is something else. So it's going to walk you through in a training with my one-page Revenue Unlock worksheet exactly how to pinpoint in a real estate wholesaler, investor, or agent's funnel what the actual issue is. Is it your close rate? Is it leads? Is it your landing page conversion? Is it something else? You're going to be getting that as well. Okay. The 7-figure dispo playbook. With that one, guys, that one is an amazing bonus that Brady put together with one of our clients, Dean Rogers. Dean is one of the biggest wholesalers and flippers in the Fresno market, and he's amazing at dispo. And so we were fortunate enough to have him just break apart his entire dispo process, make it into a playbook, because we're like, if you guys are going to be getting more deals or more leads, we need to dispo well. Dispo is hard in this market for some people. So we're going to give you his 7-figure wholesaler dispo playbook that is worth at least $1,000 if you go and use any part of it. Last part, guys, and there's a real reason for this. I'm going to give you guys my agency aligner. Same thing. I open this up to my coaching clients. It's a worksheet, a one-page worksheet I created for myself because I wasted too much money on agencies over the years. I would hire an agency because I got referred them. I'm all gung-ho about them, and then I'm not gung-ho within 90 days. And I go, well, maybe another 90 days, maybe another 90 days. And I wasted $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 on an agency, not because they were bad, because I didn't set the expectation well, and I didn't do my job to ensure that I was the best client possible. So this one-page sheet, I had one of my clients, Xander. He's one of our clients in Baltimore, Maryland. And he used this with his, I think it was a PPC agency. And that PPC agency said, I wish that every single one of our clients would bring this sheet to us because we can actually serve you better now. Guys, that one sheet, I put $199 value minimum. That sheet can be worth 10 grand for you. That one sheet can be worth 10 grand. It walks through the questions that you want to ask that agency before you ever commit to working with them. So if we look at these several bonuses, guys, you're going to get the Revenue Unlock or the RevOS tool, help you come up with some of these things we talked about, help you write your description for a Google business profile, help you to review some things, help you to create that brand voice or USP if you want to. Okay. You're going to be able to get the 7-figure dispo tool. You're going to be able to get the agency aligner tool. I think I missed something in there, and the revenue unlock. All right, guys, just go to carrot.com/plans if you are not a member yet, or hop on a call with one of our sales reps. So guys, I'm going to pop out of this. Let's answer some questions. Okay. Good question. So how does our stuff work with Go High Level? So I do know that we have people using Carrot for the websites and then Go High Level for the CRM. So it's probably a Zapier integration. We do integrate with Zapier. And I know that Go High Level does as well. I'm pretty sure. I know people on our system use Go High Level for CRM. The one challenge that the people have with Go High Level, so you will see people going, oh man, I'm going to build a website in Go High Level as well, is Go High Level, guys, is not built for inbound marketing. Okay, Go High Level, ClickFunnels, Kajabi, all those platforms are built for advertising, paid marketing funnels. Okay, they're not built to build a robust website that has content as its focus, that builds a structure like I walked through. They're not built for any of those things. They may say they are, they're not. You can use them for Google PPC, but same thing. We have people. Brandon Jarvell is one of our clients down in Phoenix, Arizona. I was talking with him on the phone the other day. He runs a PPC agency and a $4 million wholesaling business, national wholesaling business. And he said, dude, we've tested everything: Wix, Weebly, Squarespace, all of our competitor sites, Go High Level, all those. And he said, Carrot outperforms on PPC every one of those, and he will not let a client come into him if they aren't using a Carrot landing page. So as much as we want to think that an all-in-one tool like a Go High Level is going to be great for everything, it is a great CRM. But when you are able to focus in with a company that's a true best of class, or our focus is not to build everything, our focus is to be the best in the world at one thing. When you can be the best in the world at one thing, you add some margin and leverage that the all-in-one tools cannot add. And then we have to ask the question, how many leads and deals are we losing this year because of underperformance on our website because I'm not using a best of class? But yeah, it should integrate pretty darn well from that side of things. Blue Devon says, do we get this all for already Carrot users? Yes. So what I just mentioned, we are going to give those to you guys if you're a Carrot user as well. Now you will have to, have the SEO package to use some of the stuff correctly. So I would suggest you upgrade into that middle plan if you're not, because you're going to be able to get the most out of these tools and out of Carrot in this AI search world in that middle plan. So I would highly suggest making that upgrade, but we're going to get these to you as well. Yep. Tony, what's up, buddy? What do we need to do now to prep for the challenge? I think the biggest thing, Tony, is whatever you learned today that you don't have in place on your website, start there, because that's going to give you a head start. Other than that, I think if anyone is going to do the challenge, that some things that would accelerate it is make sure you have a Google business profile, or you're starting the process of claiming one, because that's insanely important right now in search. Make sure that you have maybe set up a basic business profile on Facebook and LinkedIn, and that you've matched those up. If not, we'll talk about those during the challenge as well. But those are a few things that you could get going right now if you wanted to. Get your about page updated. So whatever I talked about today, Tony, if you did those things, it'd be amazing. Raven, what's up? I'd like to apply this approach to the forestry business if the market would be receptive. Yeah, I'm sure it would be. I'm assuming that's Rusty or Elena. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm sure it would be. I'd have to dig in a little bit more to see the context of it for sure. Cool. Yeah, let's hit it. Greg, how do we audit our sites for entity count and entity density, something similar to SEO Quake for keywords? So I'm going to give you my honest answer there right now, Greg. Okay, my honest answer is things are in flux so much. Even when we go into tools like SEMrush or Ubersuggest, their AI tools to be able to grade a site and whether it's showing up in AI are not accurate at all right now. I popped a bunch of sites into those AI tools to see if they showed up, and I knew that they actually did show up in some AI searches, and they were showing up as a 0% visibility in AI searches across GPT, Perplexity, and Google overviews. So my short answer is we're still trying to figure out what do we need to do different tool-wise in this world. I think that the long answer is move mentally. And this is not a new thing. Once again, I remember talking with Keith about this probably 2 years ago to talk about entities versus keywords, right? And I'll even show this, our own SEO tool. So Carrot team members, if you guys are watching this, this is something we talked about a couple of years ago. And I think there were a lot of questions even internally because people are so locked into keywords. I'm going to go down here, okay, to this homepage here, okay? Our own SEO tool is built around entities, not keywords. So if you go down here into the SEO tool, you can see the meta title is this. If I go to the audit tab, you can see how this one says sell your Louisville home fast. Okay. It gives me 3 different spots to put this in. This is the wrong way to use this tool. We need to educate better on it for sure. These should be entities. Okay. Sell is an entity. Like what is it that is trying to happen? The word sell is an important entity here. Okay. If I put in the whole keyword here, if I put in sell my house fast Louisville, what this tool does is it's asking, are those exact words in that exact order, are they in here? Okay, what we're not looking for is to have those exact words in that exact order crammed all throughout the page. That is not what works in SEO. We want to focus on entities. So sell is the first one. Like, what are we trying to get them to do? Is sell. That's our service. Okay. What are we trying to get them to sell? House. Okay. So that's the next key entity. You could do home, you could do house, but house is the more popular one here. You will want to include both. You'll want to include house and home. You'll want to include sell. You'll want to include the word sale even in there because people sometimes type how to sell my house, which is interesting. And then I would you could even put you could put sell fast if you wanted to, but house, and I would put Louisville. Okay. So really that's what we're talking about. Sell house fast Louisville. Everything else now is stuff you can fill around it. Sell my house, sell your house, Louisville, Kentucky, and then Louisville, KY, fast, quickly, probate house. So now there's all these other entities that you can start to fill in. But yeah, right now, Greg, let me work on that. I don't want to give you a BS answer. I don't have the right tool to say, go use this. SEO Quake, those types of tools are great at that type of thing. That's what I would continue to use for now until something else comes out and happens. The challenge is we don't know specifically yet, or at least I don't. So maybe others do right now. I don't know specifically exactly what entity density we're looking for on the AI side, and if it's different than the search side. Traditionally we want to be in that 1.5%, maybe 2.5%, maybe 3% max range on the key entities on a page. We're just still trying to see is that what others are trying to is that what the AI search engines are trying to do as well? Hope that made sense. Like I said, I don't want to give you a BS answer on it. The answer is I don't have a great answer for you. Keep using the tools we're using, running off of the existing entity assumptions until we report something different. Cool. Awesome, y'all. So what we're going to do, guys, is everybody, as long as you registered for this webinar with your email, so if you just showed up through YouTube or if you showed up through Facebook, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go to carrot.com/evergreen. Okay, sign up for this webinar that you're on right now. If you did not come here through that path, opt in. That's where we're going to email everybody the bonuses. Okay, the one bonus that we didn't talk about, which I should have actually, is Brady was posting earlier this week an amazing tool on how to. I would even say this is a page AI search formatter as well. But this is a tool that every single person who showed up to this webinar already got if you registered. It came in the thank you email. Okay. So if I wanted to take a blog post, let's go back to Simply Sold. Okay. And we want to make our blog posts that we have updated and more friendly for the AI search world. Let's go ahead and take this one here. I'm going to take this blog post and I'm going to put it into the AI tool. Let's go. Give me a table of contents, FAQ, and summary from an existing blog post. So it's going to probably ask me for the URL here. So I'm going to pop in this URL. And where we want to go with this stuff, guys, is wave a magic wand. I want these tools inside of our platform. So I want you guys to be, stepping in with us and trusting with us for the long term, because this is where we're going. Where we're going is the core things that you need are going to be in the platform to diagnose and oftentimes even automate some of this work for you as we move forward in the future. So it went ahead and did it. It's given me all the information. I can go ahead and take this. I can copy this and paste it. and it's going to be amazing on there. It's going to give me the FAQ. It's going to give me the comparison. It's going to give me the FAQ table, the whole thing. Okay, so this is a pretty cool tool. Play around with it. Some things you might need to do, like I said, is if you are going to replace that blog altogether, just make sure that, because that is AI content potentially, just make sure that you're running it by an AI content detector. Okay. So just grab an AI content detector. I like copy leaks. Then you just go ahead and grab that piece of content, plunk it in there. It probably wants the full copy and paste in there, and run by it. You should show up as more human than not. And we'll teach more of this on that next deal. All right, guys. Any other questions on the challenge? Any final questions, y'all? Any final questions? Cool. So here's how I'll close it out right now, guys. We've never done an offer like this. Like, this isn't a full stack and an offer. What I'm saying is this, is we want to make Carrot accessible to anybody who wants to win in the future in search. We want to make Carrot accessible. And so if you're already a Carrot member, we're giving you these free tools because we want to see you win even more. Okay, guys, so keep an eye out. We're going to give more free tools in our Facebook group, is where you're going to want to tune in. That's where we're giving free tools almost every single week, free resources, free tools every week on Wednesday, along with other amazing content. Tune into the Facebook group. We'll link that Facebook group up. It's called the Evergreen Marketing for Real Estate group. Tune in there. That's where you need to go. Okay. Number 2, guys, is if you're not a Carrot member, ask yourself this question: how many deals am I losing this year because of underperformance on my website? Even the amazing looking sites that they paid $10,000 for were underperforming, losing them deals, and sometimes to the tune of $20, $40, $60, $100,000 in losses that they didn't know about until we showed them the data and showed them the gaps that they had in their website. Number 3, who do you want to invest into for the long term? Now, we've been here for 10 plus years. We're going to be here for another 10 plus years. And where we're going for this next era, guys, is we're going to lead you into the world of AI search. And we're going to be the driving force behind it. Okay, we're going to learn as faster than anybody around. We're going to execute, and we're going to build as many of these features and tools into our platform natively that makes sense to do so, to help give you guys an edge in the market. And what we want, guys, is your commitment to go, I'm going to make this work during this season of change. Things are changing. This is not your time to give up. This is not your time to say, oh my gosh, this sounds like work. The biggest bit of work you could possibly do is be slaving away on hamster wheel marketing leads, having to cold call and door knock and do things that are bringing unqualified leads. These are among the most qualified leads. This is not changing. Evergreen is getting better. It's just adjusting. The rules are changing. That's all that's changing. And we're going to help you guys through it. All right, guys, scan that QR code, set up a call with our sales team. If you have questions or want to have a demo or want to talk with them about switching over to Carrot from the website and marketing tool perspective or our CRM, or just go to carrot.com/plans and grab an account right now. I will, and you've got to hit me up on LinkedIn, or on not LinkedIn. Hit me up on IG. So if you guys want in that AI challenge, scan this QR code, follow me on Instagram, and DM me, Trevor, I want in the AI SEO challenge for October. Like I said, it'll be about $100. I'm going to give you all kinds of resources. We'll announce it'll probably be mid-October. Be a 3 to 5 day challenge, likely, an hour or two a day for those 3 to 5 days. If you join it, you'll be getting the recordings of it and all the resources if you can't make it a day. But guys, we're going to help you move this thing forward fast. All right. That group is going to be first to get the link to join. We will cap it at some point. And so that's why I want you to scan it. Let me know. All right, guys, have an amazing rest of the week. I don't see any other questions. Barry, what's up, buddy? Barry says, what was the AI detector? Just go to Google and type AI content detector, and it's the first one. It's copy leak. Yep. Awesome, guys. Pop in the comments box as we're heading out. What's your biggest takeaway from today? What's your biggest takeaway from today, y'all? What's the biggest takeaway from today? Oh my gosh, this blew my mind, or this was an insight I didn't know, or I'm going to go execute this. What's your single biggest takeaway? Pop in the comments box right now below. Interacting with Reddit, etc. Should we use our company name? I would. I would. I mean, you could use your personal name, but I would sign off at the end of everything. Johnny Cakes, ABC Home Buyers, link to our URL if they let you do that, and phone number. I don't fully know what they're going to let you do in there, but if you can set up a business name on there, great. If not, answer as you, but say, hey, my name is Johnny. I'm with ABC Home Buyers here in Louisville. That makes sense. Awesome, guys. Yep, working Reddit. I'm behind on using my sites. No, but you're not behind, Jim. Here's the deal. You're on Carrot. You're ahead of the majority. So that's the cool thing is you're ahead of the majority. Now you get to make a choice on if you want to index more of your marketing into this world of SEO and AI search, and you can choose not to as well if there's another strategy that's working good. So remove the guilt, remove the pressure. You're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be right now in this instant. And now you just need to choose, do I want to do it? If so, we're going to give you the steps. All right, buddy, we got you. We got you, Brian. Biggest takeaway, holy heck, I need to hire someone full-time that can actually do this with me side by side, 50 hours a week. Dude, so here's the deal. This is like a 2-hour a month thing. This is a 2-hour a month thing. At the start, it might be 3, 4, 5 hours of setup and stuff. After that, dude, it's a couple hours a month. It's just somebody replying to reviews, somebody engaging in Reddit, but with our tool that we're going to give y'all. It's making sure you've got the right location pages, which is not new. Yeah, man, it's definitely not. It's a couple hours a month, maybe 4 hours a month. Let's say half a day a month. Okay. Yeah, that's right, dude. We're at the bleeding edge, dude. You're at the 2001 of SEO, 1999 of SEO right now. Biggest takeaway, I love Carrot. Heck yeah, I love that one. We're going to stop with that one right there, guys. Awesome. Appreciate y'all. Have an amazing rest of the week. Keep an eye out in your DMs. Keep an eye out in your email box. Keep an eye out on the Facebook group. We're going to be coming at you in October with an AI SEO challenge that you guys helped make happen today. All right, guys. Appreciate you. Love you. We'll talk soon.